you cannot watch the full in totality because it will be pre-recorded. Hi, welcome to JOA. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe, click the bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload. I'm waiting for you guys to come in as I continue to just talk and do my intro. I'd really appreciate if you subscribe and you click the bell. I am also on Patreon, patreon.com/JOA. I have 20 patrons so far. I would also really appreciate it if you guys support me on patreon.com. Let me know if you can hear me. Please thumbs up this video. That'll let me know you can hear me. And please also leave a comment in the chat. The super chat is open as well. Like, so if you want to comment or leave me a note and stuff like that, you can. Like I said, I'm on patreon.com/JOA. I've tried to post a video, but I don't know why it's still uploading. So I decided to do a live stream. And if you guys do decide to go on patreon.com/JOA and donate a minimum $5 per month, I can continue to do daily videos. I can continue to also do this live stream and also buy better equipment to have you guys come on and have you guys talk with me and converse with me about your favorite celebrities and what goes on in the world. So can you guys hear me? Can you guys let me know in the chat if you can hear me? I had my charger plugged in. Last night was an interesting. I had fun with y'all last night. Like with the stream was very interesting, and I thought it was fun as well. I kind of felt bad because I didn't acknowledge most of your comments. Hello, Vivian. Hello, Melissa. Thank you so much. I really do. I do. Vasario, hi. I think Vasario, I think you're in Canada, right? I believe. Thank you guys so much. So I want to get started, and I do want to talk about hey Chrissy and Deborah, the whole thing with The View. But like I said, I'm going to paste a link here as well. Hold on, I'm going to paste a link on my laptop so you guys can I mean, it's in my description. The whole Patreon is also in the description. I mean, if you want to do that as well while you watch as well. So let's talk about The View. So this whole situation with the governor of New York, and I'm not going to say his name because when I said his name before, somebody at YouTube don't like that, okay? Because let's be honest here. All right, let's hey Ukraine, let's be honest here. Yes, this is live. Let's be honest. The View leans towards the left, okay? All right, and most of you guys that watch me leans towards the left, all right? I don't label my politics. I'm all about fairness, no matter what side it's on. Hey Carmela, how are you? You're not new, Carmela. You've been on watching me for a while now. So The View leans left, point blank in the period, and there's always a sense of justification that I hear from like a Joy Behar when they say, well, we've been talking about Cuomo, we've been covering the stories, and we've been covering X, Y, and Z. Hey Sherry, let's call a spade of a spade. The governor of New York is horrible. His leadership is horrible. I equivalent him to Donald Trump, okay? You may not like it, but I don't care. I see him as a Donald Trump. This man won an Emmy Award for his leadership for New York before all of this stuff situation come out. There's a woman by the name of Lindsey Boylan who came out and spoke about a situation that Andrew C. From New York tried to have her come to his office allegedly, and they were talking and he made her like uncomfortable. There's an email saying that she's a better looking sister of, I believe, his former girlfriend's sister. There's an email, there's a receipts out there. Mind you, this woman is married, that Cuomo allegedly tried to come up on her. There are reporters that have interviewed with the governor of New York, allegedly felt that he intimidated him, in a harassing way, a perving way, allegedly. And so with Cuomo, with him and his stupid brother on CNN, Chris Cuomo, I've said his name before, but I'm not trying to get censored by YouTube, so I have to be careful. No, I don't only do lives now. I don't know if you like it, Anna, but I hope you do. My video did not upload, and it's late. So, I mean, I was like, why not? Patreon.com/JOAJOA. We're gonna get into all of that. So basically, what I was about to say, Allah, y'all made me lose track of what I'm saying. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, yeah. You used to see my lives a while back. So basically, I'm tired of him and his stupid brother on CNN, Chris Cuomo, keep intimidating people by saying, "Do you know who I am? I'm a lawyer." Me personally, I don't give a damn who you are. You could be a detective, you could be a lawyer, you could be a private investigator, you could be a person from the CIA. I don't care who you are. And so both of them are alike. And you guys bashed me when I talked about Chris Cuomo. You guys bashed me when I talked about Andrew Cuomo. Hell, you guys bashed me when I talked about the former CDC director, about the discrepancies, the time discrepancies with the whole vaccine. And you guys bashed me when I talked about Caucasian Julie Chen. And now all of this stuff is coming out about Caucasian, or did come out about Caucasian Julie Chen, and it's coming out about the talk. And so I still haven't received my I'm sorry, you were right, JOA. I'm not trying to receive that from y'all, but I'm trying to prove to y'all that what I'm saying is not to bully people or pick on people. I just speak, I'm opinionated, and I speak on how I feel and what I see, and what I read. And if something comes onto their desk privately by messaging, I may say it on video, but I won't call somebody, I won't say the person's name because I believe in confidentiality if that person wants to be in confidence. So um Chris Cuomo is a full of shit. Like he's full of shit. I'm not here for these celebrities, okay? I'm here for y'all. I don't care about celebrities. I don't care about people that are in the industry. I'm here to call people out on their BS. And so his brother, Chris Cuomo, I would call him Fredo, but then that would make me y'all gonna call me just to pick on him, but I'm not even gonna do that. But um, this man went on television and said that he had COVID. All right, he was in his basement, right? And so next thing you know, down the street, a mile away or so, they're building a house. This man is allegedly having no mask on. He is allegedly by his wife and his kids while having COVID, while having being on CNN saying he has COVID. Somebody that rides a bike saw him and his wife. The wife approached him first, and then Chris Cuomo came, like, all red faced, and threatened the man, saying, "Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?" Blah 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 blah. And that same affectation, from what we're hearing from Ron C. Kim, who is the assemblyman of New York, from Lindsey Borland, who's also had a situation with Cuomo, and a whole bunch of other people that had situations with Governor Cuomo. So a lot of these people ain't wrong. That's what I'm saying. So there's a woman by the name of Janice Dean. She is a Fox News meteorologist. Okay. And Janice Dean had relatives. I believe she had relatives. She had family. I don't know. I don't know if, when I say I believe, I'm not sure if they're like, I think it's her parents' family. If I'm not wrong, if I'm not mistaken, it's out there already. And so um, she's, of course, she's a conservative, and she is a TV friend. You know how people, they call themselves best friends on TV, but that stuff don't, to me, that's all fakery. But they're her and Meghan McCain are good friends, okay? Um, and so she posted her outrage towards the lack of leadership of New York, right? Of how Cuomo is not being accountable, or is not taking responsibility for his lack of leadership in New York, right? And she contacted The View. She told The View, according to her and according to her Twitter post, she had her publicist contact The View so she can go on there to promote her book that came out, and so she can also talk about the situation that her family endured, living in a nursing home under the leadership of Cuomo. They passed away because of his bad leadership, right? So The View doesn't want anything to do with her. They don't want her on. So y'all have to understand, this is why the media is full of shit and they're full of BS. Okay. And so they don't want to have her on. They're doing the story by to the bare minimum. Thank you, Rena. To the bare minimum, they're doing the story, right? And um and so They ignored her. Another situation, like The View had AOC on. The View never has Ihan Omar on. Ihan Omar has been the popular name in politics for the past 4 years since Donald Trump. Let's call a spade, okay? Ihan Omar is an immigrant from Somalia. She's also a Muslim, okay? Let's put a spade a spade. She's a Muslim, which is the reason why The View hasn't have her on. Linda Sarsour is a Muslim that was a part of the Women's March, but they had Tamika Mowry on and they had this other white chick on. But they didn't have Linda Sarsour on when she is one of the co-founders and one of the big people behind the Women's March. You know why I didn't have her on? Because number one, she's Muslim, point blank. Number two, she's Palestinian. Okay. And there's no way in hell they're going to have a Palestinian Muslim on national television. Number one, there's no way in hell they're going to have a Palestinian Muslim on in front of a wannabe Zionist called Meghan McCain. Okay. So let's call a spade, and I'm going to say that The View is as biased as SHIT. Another person they don't have on is Rashida Talib. Now Trump has said horrible things about them. He called them AOC plus three. Why are you just going to have AOC on? Why can't you have these other popular, powerful women on television? This is why I call bullshit when The View reports stories or when ABC reports stories about people of color and about racial inequality, but really behind the scenes against the lean, they are for white supras. There are for people of color to be treated as if they're SHIT. All of this stuff that's being called out in the media is just symbolic. It's just symbolism. It's just because they have no other choice but to fall in line with the people of color, African American community, because that's the popular thing now and that's profit now. So I'm not sure if y'all agree with me on that, but that's just how it is. It's all propaganda and it's all BS, okay? Um, and so it's a bunch of BS. So what are y'all saying? Um, Somebody said that they think this whole situation with Andrew C from for Governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo is a setup. I don't if it's set up, I don't care if it is. Like if you did something wrong, if you're not above the law if you're the president, you're not above the law if you're a governor. If you did something wrong, then you deserve to be called out on it, and you deserve to be held accountable, and you deserve to resign and lose your job. Okay, and I can't comprehend a man that is 60 something years old that there's an apology and then there's a weak apology. I don't believe in apologies. First of all, I don't believe in sorries. I believe in actions. I don't believe in apologies at all whatsoever. And that's what The View talked about the other day. I was gonna post another video, but it didn't post. I don't believe in apologies. I believe in actions. Like, don't tell me you're sorry. Like, I want to see it through your actions. So the apology that he gave out saying he didn't understand what he was doing that makes women uncomfortable. You are 60 something years old. No, what you don't understand was that you couldn't get away with it, that you are mentally ill, and that you're only sorry that you got caught. You see what I mean? You are sorry that you got caught. So I think he needs to step down. I think he needs to resign. I think Andrew C is a white supra because you can't the vitriol around Asian Americans, the number of profiling at this moment is at an all-time high because of the former twice impeached president of the United States, right? We know that. So the audacity for this old pervert, just like Caucasian Julie Chin's husband, Andrew Cuomo, to even call um, a politician, the 40th Assemblyman of New York, and say that he needs to allegedly, I'm saying allegedly because I wasn't there, that he needs to cover up for him and say that because they had a meeting. There was a meeting, and Ron T. Kim had a meeting with some other people and with Andrew Cuomo's main assistant, Maria, I believe her first name. Her last name is De La Rosa. And so in the meeting, they were discussing that they were like hesitant to release out the number of COVID data from the nursing homes because they were scared that they may be investigated by basically the feds. You see what I mean? So he wanted Ron T. Kim to justify that situation and intimidated him by saying, if you don't do this, allegedly, if you don't do this, then you're not going to see the spite of day in your political career. Like, you don't know who I am. I'm a lawyer. And so he kept badgering the man while he's bathing his own kids on a weekend on his day off, calling from restricted numbers and so on and so forth. And this guy, he's Asian, right? And he came on The View and he discussed that. He discussed that situation. And so the audacity for him to not only intimidate somebody, but intimidate somebody that's Asian American, somebody of color, knowing that there is on an international scale, there is a high of racial profiling within the Asian community. So this is why I equate this man to Donald Trump. He's no different. You don't do that type of shit to people. You don't, you know. So that pissed me off. And so the fact that The View won't have, I don't care that she's conservative, Janice Dean, the fact that Andrew Cuomo basically said this woman is just a meteorologist from Fox News. Like what is she talking about? She's not a reporter. She's not a journalist. She's not a lawyer. Like, she's just a meteorologist. Her words don't matter. But yet her family member passed away under his messed up leadership of New York. So yeah, her words do matter. She has a story to tell. And The View don't want to have her on because of her tweets about Cuomo's lack of leadership on the show. You see what I mean? Let's call a spade, okay? Like, you want to report on COVID, you want to report on the BLM movement and racial disparities in America. Why can't we full circle, be fair to everybody, no matter if they're a Democrat or a conservative, and if they have a story to tell about a Democratic person of power who is talked about positively on a Democratic station network, ABC The View. Like, let's be fair. Let's be fair here. This is why I just can't be a part of something like that, because I can't fall in line to bullshit. You see what I mean? Like, money will always be there. Money's energy, but this is like selling your soul. And the audacity, I love Joy Behar. I love her sense of humor, but the audacity of Joy Behar, and one of my commentators, Greg Bryan, even talked about this. He was like, yeah, you're talking about Meghan McCain, but you're not talking about Joy Behar saying she would rather have Andrew Cuomo with this situation that's happening now. She would rather him represent New York still than have a Republican governor. And so Janice Dean, who's been trying to be on The View, even talked about that and tweeted about that. Fox News ripped her apart about that. And so I actually agree with that. Like, I would actually have anyone who's fair, I don't care if you're a Republican or Democrat, to represent somebody, than have some pervert allegedly be a representation of New York. So Melissa De La Rosa, she is I believe she's like the senior advisor, but she's like the executive person that answers to Andrew Cuomo. Now, I don't know if y'all want me to read y'all comments, but I'm talking here and I'm blabbering and and so on and so forth. But and I remember when he was on, this is my Patreon too. I remember when he was on The View, they were kissing up. They tried to hook him up with Chelsea Handler. Baby, Chelsea Handler, apparently he's not he doesn't like you. He's not your type. He was making all these excuses in the world. you know, he wanted Chelsea Handler. He likes younger, brunette looking woman, with no wrinkles. He asked a woman allegedly that was 25-year-old about her sex life, and I believe if she would have sexual intercourse with an older man or something like that. So yeah, he needs to go. he, he needs he needs Andrew Cuomo needs to go. Like, it's just crazy. Like, you don't do that. You don't do that shit. Like, me personally, I've been in situations where I'm working, at a menial job, and there's somebody above me who think that they could F over me just because they are my superior, No, you dumbass. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, you're not gonna one up on me for nothing. You know what I mean? You're like, I don't like. That's just not how I roll, in life. Especially, you live and you learn, and you take the experiences you've been through, and that makes you a stronger person. Um, so, but one person did denounce Lindsey Boylan because she did have a tweet, that basically was a tweet that favored Andrew Cuomo, that was giving him praise. One tweet, and it's no longer on her Twitter. And she is running for some type of leadership position in Manhattan, New York. I don't know what it is, and a lot of people are calling her a liar. But I mean, there's an email, the email of her saying, of the assistant or somebody emailing her saying that she looks like a better looking sister. Okay, who says that? And the woman is married. Like, so I mean, I that doesn't denounce her her experience. Like, I believe, I take this stuff seriously. When a woman comes out and they say they've been sexually harassed or if they've been intimidated or whatever, I take that stuff seriously. And like, I usually, of course, like, I believe you got to believe women. I know it's innocent until proven guilty, but you can't have multiple people coming out about Donald Trump or Andrew Cuomo and say the same shit and say that all of them are lying. Come on, it only takes one. Like, to me, you do it one time, that's it. Like, you should be gone. You see what I mean? And it's obviously that he did do something, because you don't come out and say this fake apology and say that, I don't feel, I didn't mean, or I didn't understand how these women felt. Like, you're 69. You should know the protocols of feeling like you are making somebody uncomfortable, and feeling like you are making somebody not uncomfortable. Like, that's just point blank in the period. I delved in that situation in the workplace where somebody was married and they were obviously attracted to me, and I simply told them, "Hey, you're too close to me. Like, you're making me uncomfortable. Like, seriously." Like, and this person was new to the workplace. I was like, "You are out," like, straight up. It's like, "Hey, like, you are too close." I kind of felt that they were attracted to me. And this happens to me all the time. Every single job that I had, like, literally every single job that I had, and I'm not lying to you, I'm being honest to you. There's at least one person that literally tries to get with me, tries to hang with me outside of work or whatever. And I specifically told this person that's married, I'm like, "Hey, like, you're too close to me. You're making me feel uncomfortable. Like, back up, give me some space." You know what I mean? So when I was in the news business, the news industry, when I was interning, same thing. Like, behind my eye, I see people looking. I see people looking you upside, up and down, up and down. Like this stuff goes on in any industry, but it's up to you. And I know sometimes it's hard for people to speak up, but I mean, you just got to sometimes, because people don't know boundaries, people don't know barriers. And so you got to say, "Hey, you're making me uncomfortable." Like, and if it takes it effect where you got to say, "Back the fuck up," you got to do that. If they don't understand what back up mean, please, then you got to, put more bass in your voice and be like, "Hey, back the fuck up," you know? So, I don't even know what Alfredo or Fredo means. I'm not Italian, but I just thought, I mean, look, I like Alfredo pasta. Like, I love Italian food. Okay. Hell, I look Italian. Sometimes people think I'm Italian. I'm like, no, I'm Palestinian. Get it right. If I was Italian, I would have all the white privilege in the world. But I don't even know what Fredo means. I know the Trump calls him that, but I really don't know what it means. Like, um, but yeah. Thank you, Rena Bambina. Kick out Cuomo or pardon Trump. Uh, Both. How about that? Let me read y'all comments. Pentagon, I'm being careful what I'm reading. Nothing happened to Trump. Melissa De Rosa, we need to send healing vibes to our Asian brothers and sisters. They've been suffering in silence for we need to send healing vibes to our Asian brothers and sisters. They've been suffering in silence for before the lockdowns. Rena Bambina. Yeah, so the video that I was about to post today, I talked about, situations that Asian people go through. And so I love the Asian culture. Shit, I love the food. There was one point in time when I was about to go teach overseas and in Asia, teach English. You know, I was going to do that. That's before the whole YouTube stuff. Like I wanted to go to South Korea and I wanted to teach English. You know, I mean, the Asian community, they have their racial undertones and stuff like that, but that doesn't mean that they deserve to be racially profiled. Like every single race, ethnicity, nationality, we all have our racial perceptions. You'll be a goddamn lie if you sit there and say that someone like a Sharon Osbourne should be canceled, and you can sit there, you'll be a goddamn lie and say that you never had a thought in your mind that was racially insensitive. Like there's different levels. Sharon Osbourne maybe to an extreme, but there's different levels. I had them. I still have them. And, you know, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say I never felt like I didn't want to say some bad words to somebody, some bad words, some racially bad words to somebody if they piss me the fuck off. I'm not going to sit there and tell you that I never did that. I had a conversation with my black barber and he was like, Jordan, he was like, everybody. I'm like, yeah, I know everybody has their own racial insensitivities, but there's different levels. There's prejudiceness, there's hatred, there's you know a white clown going to shoot people up in churches. There's different levels. You see what I mean? But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I never said things in my life that that isn't racially insensitive because I have. And I'm tired of cancel culture trying to cancel somebody because they think that they're perfect. You see what I mean? Like, you know, like people have said things. I've said things personally. Like, you know, things have been said to me. I've been called the T word in school. I've been called the sand N word. I've been called different things. So I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I haven't said, you know, some things that weren't, you know, under my tongue or under my mouth if I have road rage or something, you know, not to somebody's face, but under my tongue maybe or in my mind. So let me read the comments. See, I'm on my phone, so I can't read. I can't. It won't let me go up. Um, who needs to be really investigated in Florida? Toria Williams says governor does all his rich friends are getting the vaccine and black and brown people are not. Yeah, I read that about Governor DeSantis. And the thing is, I'm from Fort Lauderdale. Like I'm from that area, and Florida has always been a red state. I don't know why people were surprised that a lot of Floridians, specifically a lot of Latinos, they are poor Trump. Florida has always been a red state, okay? Like since the last I remember in the 90s, since I was born, Florida's always been a red state, okay? Like always. I even remember when I was in living in Florida, and it was that time I believe it was with Al Gore and Bush, I believe, and there was like some rumors that you know there was voter fraud at that time as well. So Florida has always been a red state. Unfortunately, like that's my state. I don't care red or blue. Like I love it. You know that's my home. That's where I'm from. I have love for Florida. You know what I love about Florida is it's full of diversity. Like I grew up around a lot of Jamaicans, Haitians, African Americans. That was like my main group of friends growing up. Like I know a little bit of Haitian. Ashita la le TV, vimbalo. You know that Ashita la le TV. That means sit down, watch TV. Vimbalo means come here in Haitian. You know. So I mean, Florida. Like I mean, I don't care. Like say what you want about. Like that's my place. Um, that's my place. I don't know what Fredo means. I just like Alfredo pasta. I mean, I don't. Yeah, okay. It's like the N word or the B word. I think that's what it meant, but I'm not sure about. I'm not. To me, like I'm not about to look up Italian derogatory words or German derogatory words or Ireland or Scotland derogatory words because these type of people have privilege. I'm not about to look. I'm not about to sit here and be educated on words from a privileged person, from a privileged white person. I don't like. He's privileged. Andrew Cuomo, Chris Cuomo, they're privileged. Okay, I'm not about to be educated on that. I don't care about the racial slurs about them. What I've been reading on, specifically today, I've been reading on reparations because I told you guys in my community page, my neighbor kind of like threw me off when he asked me what he thought about African Americans trying to get reparations. I'm like, you mean like, are you talking about income equality, or are you talking about like um, just this racial disparities in like in education, real estate? And he was like, no. What do you think about blacks trying to get money from something that happened 200 years ago. And then I just sat there. That threw me off because I never really read throughout the whole thing. And to tell you the truth, I said no. Then I was like, wait, hold on. I was like, wait, I'm not really sure. He was like, all right, well, come back on that and then, let me know. But he, of course, he doesn't believe in reparations. I read what I read, but I still need to read more. And from what I read, I think that people that were affected um, from oppression, from having their great grandmother or grandma and that being effective towards their lifestyle, I believe that they should, yeah, like, I mean, I never knew that was such a thing that existed. Like, I never knew that that was because I was reading the Jews from the Holocaust. They received monetary compensation for what they went through. Native Americans received monetary compensations for what they went through. Hell, who's going to give my people the stuff that they're going through now in Palestine? That's never going to happen, So I even made a woman uncomfortable yesterday at a grocery store. I asked her a political. I was like, hey, like, asked about some hot wings. 'Cause I wanted some hot wings. I wanted my wings. Okay. Well, I wanted some catfish or whatever. Then I was like, hey, can I ask you about this? I think I made her uncomfortable because she didn't really say a lot. But there's some black people that say that they are not descendants of slaves. Some people say that. Like I have a person that I know really well. She's from the Caribbean. She says her ancestors were not descendants of slave, and she's like her in her late 50s. So I mean, I don't know. Like I have African Americans that are on my channel. Y'all let me know in the comments below. I got me a hot sausage po' boy today, and I was looking around, y'all. I was looking around. It was full of white people. Okay. Then I saw an African American couple. Then I felt comfortable because around that area we had a little thing that happened on the news about a Trump supporting restaurant basically charged a black couple a tip, mandatory tip, and so they did it because they think black people don't tip. So the restaurant that I ate was like a mile or 2 miles away from there, and then when I went in there, I was looking around full of white people. Then I saw a black couple, and then I sat by them, and then I told them like, "Hey, when I saw y'all, if you get my drift, I knew I was good because y'all look like y'all having a good time." You know what I mean? They're like, they started laughing, but well, but yeah, so stuff like that goes on all the time, and I think I say yes, I say yes, I say do it. Like I'm for reparations. I'm for um I was reading about a guy who who um who I don't know, I forgot the name. I was reading some article about a person um his father I believe his father picked cotton as well. He picked cotton and then he had a son and then uh they weren't getting they weren't getting compensated the same as other farmers who weren't black doing the same type of job. They weren't getting compensated equivalently as well. And so I was also reading that their fair share value of their home was given to them at a much was worth as a much lower price when they sold it because of them being black, but the person that sold it previously received like double the amount for it, who he sold it to, if that makes sense, because he's a white person. And so the guy decided that he wanted to go into the army. He wanted to serve in the country. And because I guess back then, although there were still high racial disparities, um, even when you served, like even when you served for your country that really don't serve you as a black man or a black woman, he decided to do that. And so but he made lemons into a lemonade, and he just went along with it to get along. You see what I mean? And so, like, sometimes you just got to do things. And that's one of the things the woman at the deli told me. She was like, sometimes you just got to go along to get along and do what you got to do and get to where you want to go. And there's going to be obstacles there. But, at the end of the day, the person that has the last say is God. You see what I mean? This is all about what I talked to y'all about yesterday. It's your purpose. You see what I mean? Purpose. Um, so let me read y'all comments. Let me see how far I can go. And y'all comment below. Okay, let me see. Okay, so Pensy Francis says, "Hello, sir. I feel like He is being set up. He shouldn't resign. He is far better than anything Trump. Some of these women are saying this happened 10 years ago. Question. I hate when people say, why is somebody coming out about being raped? Why is somebody being molested coming out about being sexually assaulted by a higher person in power? I hate when people say that, and I'm not trying to yell at you or nothing, but I just hate when people say that. Have you never heard of social anxiety? Have you never heard of depression? Have you never heard of your silence is your loudest cry for help? Have you never heard of people not believing you? I mean, that kind of question of why speak now is the reason why people don't speak at all, because they're scared of being judged. Your silence is your loudest cry for help. Being silent is your loudest cry for help. The same situation with Bill Cosby, like people were saying the same thing, or with R. Kelly, like why are they coming out for it? Because there's a thing called mental illness. There's a thing called of shame. You see what I mean? Like, unless you walked in their shoes, you have no room to judge. You see what I mean? And that's just it. Um, Rumor is Sharon Osbourne will not be on the talk. Oh yeah, I talked about that heifer, that hoe yesterday. Uh, I don't think she should be back, and I think if she do get back, I don't think everybody Black Twitter is gonna go off. Uh-oh, what's the matter? Nothing. You can't say you're not here for celebrities when one day you'll need an interview from who? No, I don't need an interview from no celebrities. I don't care about celebrities. I don't. Hey, Miss Rena. Um, Haha, so true, Lulu. Like no, it's not true. I don't care about I don't care about celebrities. I don't. Um, Speaking of calling names, using N word per B word, you just prove you know different from the what? By saying the B word? What are you talking about? This DJ Alexia. Spade a spade. Yeah, you got to call a spade a spade. If you want to have Donald Trump Jr. on and you want to question him about his father and question him himself about his politics and how he leaked out an information about a whistleblower, you should have the same prerogative towards somebody that's aligned with the same party of you. Have them on and ask them questions that they were allegedly wrong for. That's what I meant. Spade is spade. Okay, I want to take a breather for a minute. You are a blogger and blowing up. You are turning into Megan. Don't make this about your views. Be open to critics. I am open to critics. Hi, Fernanda. MSNBC is the only place you see them all on there. Yeah, I mean, I really don't watch MSNBC like that. I know Nicole Wallace was on The View, and they allegedly fired her because she has no personality. And now she's big time on MSNBC. Meghan McCain did tell everyone on The View her friend's parents died in her room when she was talking about. Yeah, so her friend is who I'm talking about, Toria. Her friend is Janice Dean, who is a meteorologist on Fox News, and Cuomo's response to her situation about her family was she is just a meteorologist. What does she know? Okay, you're just a pervert. What do you know? Look up Italians are getting the worst jobs out of criminal floors to the towns are getting center. Don't look at history, Mister. Uh, oh, okay. Well, I don't even know what Fredo meant until Trump started saying it, like a DJ. Love your show and the way you're straight up. I agree with you all. It is, Miss Paula. Yes, Bridget, I enjoy watching him, but it's getting too personal. It's his stupid and it start that way. Okay, if you want to leave, go ahead. Bye bye. Did you say they want to get rid of Meghan McCain? I came in while you were mid sentence. Innocent until proven guilty. Problem with Cuomo being the only one investigated. I live in New York City. His improvement is still high, unfortunately. Uh, I'm not sure if y'all mad at me. I mean, I don't care if you are, but because I'm in Florida, both terms. Don't forget it was in the government, but it's a Italians there. I like Italian food. I don't have problems with nobody. I've never even heard of Trump maybe behind it. Cuomo step down so he can get pardoned, so he can run sneaking. Yeah, what's her name? Letitia James is behind that investigation and everything. But um they should do both. They should investigate both. You see what I mean? Nobody's above the law. And until we have situations to where we stop making we stop aligning people's political values to their consequences. If we stop doing that, then these people like a Cuomo or a Bill Cosby or an R. Kelly or a Trump will stop um, doing what they're doing, because we have this cancel culture and Me Too movement. Then we should have accountability and consequences for people that are within higher power. We shouldn't let somebody get away with something because they hold a big position. We shouldn't do that. Um, been told I am black. Mm. Carletta, I had a manager at a Taco Bell tell me she's not African American when clearly she was, that she's Indian. I'm like, okay. I'm like, no, you're not. You're clearly, I mean, you may have Indian in you. I don't know. uh, it's late, kiddo. I know it's late and I apologize. I've been slacking. I've been going through so much BS. But I haven't really talked about it with y'all. So it has nothing to do with that Karen from that steakhouse that I post on Twitter, which y'all should still retweet because y'all haven't did that. The owner still hasn't called me. Like, he's supposed to call me because she messed with the wrong one. Like, I'm trying to get her fired. Like, I don't care. I'll regret it later. I'm not for somebody getting fired, but we are in a situation now where jobs are scarce, and so there's somebody more deserving of somebody. I don't care if it's working at a Burger King or working for a Fortune 500 company. You see what I mean? Um, Oh, mad. So, yeah. So what else I have? Okay, so I wanted to post a video about Candace Owens being on Tucker Carlson, and y'all read me for filth. Okay, a lot of people was like, I'm unsubscribing, blah 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 blah, because I wanted to give a sister, someone that's African American, a chance. Like, I wanted to give somebody a chance that's on TV, that dropped out of school because of supposedly money reasons, that went on YouTube like what I'm doing, and talked about or positioned herself politically to where she is now. Like, I wanted to give somebody a chance no matter where their politics aligned. And then I started watching her show um on YouTube, and it gets a lot of views and everything. Her talk show on YouTube, and so it's the stuff that she say, I'm just like, nah, I don't think I can align myself with that. So then I just, she became annoying to me, like, just a pure annoying, So I'm not really a fan anymore, but I wanted to give her a chance because it's hard for a person of color, African American. I didn't care if she was a Republican or whatever, or however she wanted to position herself. It's just certain things that she say, um it's just like, it's problematic. You see what I mean? Like stuff about LGBT community, stuff about the Muslim religion, that took it too far because I took that personal. And like, just stuff that she really don't know anything about. Like, you can only speak about the black race and the African American community, possibly, but you can't speak about the Muslim community. You can't speak about the LGBT community and stuff like that, because number one, you're not Muslim. Number two, you're I don't know. She's not, at least I don't know. She's a straight woman. So there's things that you can't really talk about. So I tried to give her a chance. I know when I posted my community page, like, probably this was what, 7 months ago. Y'all was pissed off. Y'all thought I was trolling and everything. And so she went on Tucker Carlson's show on Fox News, and she spoke about, she generalized Latinos. Now she's talking about everybody. Fox News is making her the face of not only black people, but also of, people of color. I don't think black people are aligned in people of color, because I have more privilege than a black person. You see what I mean? And I'm considered as a person of color. So I don't like when the media combines African Americans and other minorities together, because obviously, if you're an African American, I personally believe that the police person would stop you. I would get followed, but you would probably get stopped because you are African American, versus me. I'll probably get followed and they'll leave. Like, they'll just check my license plate number and they'll leave. You see what I mean? So Tucker Carlson had her on, and they're talking about Latinos. I don't know what the hell why they're talking about this because Trump is obviously not in the White House anymore and they need to get over it. About Latinos in Florida, specifically Cubans and Venezuelans who suffered from socialism, their favorite thing to talk about, and fleeing communism and fleeing the economy there and coming here to America and being pro-Trump because of that. They're talking about that. And they're having a black woman, Candace Owens, talk about Latinos being pro-Trump and talking about the Latino community as if she represents not only the African American community, but she represents now the Latino community as well. And I'm like, are you serious? So they're picking Venezuela and they're picking Cuba as the main target as to why people in Florida only. I don't know any other state that Latino wise that supports Trump. It's just Florida really. So they're picking that and they're generalizing it for everybody. So they had her on. And of course, she talked about Cardi B. And I don't understand why somebody with Cardi B with 20 million followers give Candace Owens the time of day that's only making her trolling work because she has a talk show coming out now. It's not going to be on YouTube. It's the Daily Wire with Ben Shapiro and some other BS people. So she's promoting her talk show clearly. And so um, one thing I did agree with Candace Owens was the fact that Biden gave her an interview. That's one thing I agreed with her when she said, "Why would Biden gives Cardi B an interview because she doesn't speak English correctly, she doesn't know anything about politics, and so because of his condition or because of his um, you know his mental ways, I still don't believe Biden's 100% there, but anyways." He chose Cardi B to be, the main highlight of his campaign. He's in his basement, so he chose Cardi B. So I can see, I can agree with that because I'm not 100% there. I don't think he's all the way there. Although he did fall today. He did fall like multiple times as he was climbing on the steps of Air Force One. That man fell. That man did a dubstep. He fell twice, you know. But Pence also fell as well. They had a video of Mike Pence falling, so that's a common thing. But so he obviously he has some type of motor skills, when he was running, when they first talked about when they won, and he was running after Kamala Harris did her thing, but he's not cognitively there. He's not, because you can't tell me somebody that go on CNN, Anderson Cooper, and you leaning like you're doing a lean, and you're reading the teleprompter, like um you were in the teleprompter instead of looking at the camera or looking at Anderson Cooper asking questions. Like I want to see him have a press conference. I am waiting. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for his press conference. Okay. See, politically speaking, I can never be a full leftist. I can't. I'm sorry. Like I'm not. I'm not like if I would align my political values, I would probably be in the middle, but I can't be all the way left because some stuff is just getting too much. Where people being canceled and everything. Like I don't believe somebody should get fired all the time. But Sharon Osbourne got to go. She got to go. Okay. Um, Let me read what y'all saying. Uh, Candace Owens is not black. She's a paid Republican. Where have you been? Uh, well, no, she's black. She had a blog, a liberal blog, and she had a blog that trolled Donald Trump, and I think she made something. She picked on him about his penis and everything, and I remember her watching her on what's his name? The guy that was on Fear Factor, the host. I didn't even know that was him at first because he had hair at that time. Rogan, that's his last name, whatever. She was on that show, his radio podcast, and she was saying that the reason why she turned right was because she had some type of internet machine. I'm gonna call it internet machine thing or internet business or something that tracks trolling on social media. Basically, what she does now, and there was a specific troll on social media that her business detected, and this woman, I believe, leaned left, like she was a Democrat or a liberal, whatever, and she personally called Candace Owens or got in contact with her and said, "Hey, if you out me or if you expose me, like, you're going to like suffer or something like that." And then that situation, that experience made Candace Owens be a conservative or made her be like, lean to the right and everything. So I mean, I don't know, that situation. That's what she said. That was her explanation, or at least that was one of her explanations as to why. And she had a situation with Washington Post that were going to post a story about her and use her name that wasn't 100% true. And then Candace Owens was like, if you post this story, then I'm going to like, allegedly she said that. I don't know. She was like, I'm going to like pursue like legal action, like. And then the guy at Washington Post, like one of the head guys, I believe, said like, you're a nobody. This was like before like she was out there. So in Washington Post, they lean left. You see what I mean? They're a Democrat. Um, what is it? So so yeah, she got a talk show coming out, and apparently y'all not gonna watch her talk show. I'm going to watch the first episode because I'm just curious. I'm gonna watch it on YouTube to see, like, patreon.com/JOJOA. She is like, yeah, Dave Chappelle. That was actually an honor. Candace Owens liked that he described that she was in his a comedy act. She is like Stacey Dash. Yeah, Stacey Dash is the same way, but except that she ran out of opportunities. Um, and so check out what she said about Hitler. See, a lot of people keep saying about her comments about Adolf Hitler, but you gotta listen to the full clip. Like, that's not true. You see what I mean? And like, this is what Candace Owens, what I liked about her was that when she speaks, you listen. Like, she's super articulate, and like I said with Cheryl Underwood, like, and like a Remy, like the rapper Remy Ma and everything, like the way they talk or whatever, it's just like you listen to them. She has a very commanding voice. So some Congress man, she was at some Congress meeting, and they talked about that. And the Congress guy, some Asian dude, played half of the clip, to where it would make her look bad, and she went off because they didn't play the full clip. So the whole Adolf Hitler thing is a bunch of BS because her YouTube show, that's on YouTube, is from an organization called Prague U or something like that, and they are a Jewish owned organization. So, just because I dislike her, that doesn't mean I'm going to say, yeah, she said that about Adolf Hitler. I'm not going to be biased. So that was a whole bunch of BS. Um, the British are just arrogant people. Meghan Markle should not have tried to infiltrate them. UK, Great Britain is a whole bunch of BS. They are the reasoning behind, or the start of the reasoning behind, the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. They've always been a bunch of BS. Um, Candace Owens, I already read that she's a paid Republican. Where have you been? Fox News, really? They live. Hello from Cape Coral. Um, Agreed. It was pandering, pure, simple by Biden. Cardi is a lot more politically aware than you think. Cardi is stupid. Like, she's dumb. Cardi is dumb. Um, Gotta be careful with the Brits. I would love if you could make a live telling your story as Patreon. I read part of it. Res. Oh, I talked about it on here, but long time ago. Ted Lieu, yeah, that's his name. And when she went off on him, when he played that small little soundbite of her talking about Adolf Hitler instead of the full thing, like, he looked stupid. He looked like a pure dumbass in front of everybody, and that's what he gets. And I actually repeated that clip so many times because, like, she performed really well, like, during, her like with her case. Like, her case was and like how she read him for filth. She did a really good job. Um, I know I've watched some of her interviews, like, but that specifically, she did a good job, like, with that, with her case and everything. So there's talent there. You can't deny that. Like, she has some type of like talent there, but I mean, I don't know. I disagree. I did watch the whole clip. She did say that Hitler would have been good if he would have only made German. I viewed and don't watch it through that stanky looking man, Charlie Kirk. You need to you need to look elsewhere. No, I just look like that. No, I've been no, I don't do that stuff. I always get asked that. stuff and more. I'm not. No, I don't do that stuff. New drinking game. Every time you mispronounce a word, I take a shot. 20 minutes later, I'm like, what word did I mispronounce? Cause you talking crazy. Nuh-uh. No. What am I saying? That's crazy. I'm trying to look at my Patreon, see if anybody signed up. Oh no, nobody signed up yet. Her own words. No, I'm not crazy. I hope you do more live videos. I like to hear your opinions. If people do not like the truth, they can leave. Exactly. I tell them bye. So like Fox News is pissed off about Joy Behar's commentary when she said she would rather have Cuomo be in power still, well, still keep his job rather than a Republican. And they had a guy by the name of Dan Bongino, who is a former Secret Service member of Bush, the son, and Barack Obama. And it's funny because the way Sean Hannity introduced him to the show was like former Secret Service member. That was his job. That was his job like a decades ago. Now he's some sort of podcast radio host, conservative commentator. So I guess that was a shade towards him. Um, he called Joy Behar a fraud when in reality he's a fraud as well because he had a book that was telling about his experience and about like what he heard as a former Secret Service member. I always thought you are sworn into oath. I always thought you signed some type of documentation saying that what goes on here you can't speak about it. So he tried to capitalize off of that through a stupid book, and I didn't know who he was until I saw a little clip from Fox News. So I mean, obviously, he tried to run for like some type of position for president, I believe. I mean, so he didn't really get that far. So I mean, he's a fraud as well. He's calling Joy Behar a fraud. I don't know if y'all saw that clip about take people down. Be blessed. Yeah, people keep telling me that if the notifications don't work, to subscribe. I mean, unsubscribe and then subscribe again and click the bell. Then it should work. But yeah. I mean, to be honest with y'all, I haven't really been feeling it at all. Like for the past over 2 months, I've been trying to look for a new apartment. I haven't really told y'all that, but I've been trying to look for a new place, specifically one place so I can just do like my YouTube videos, like a studio. And then I've been also dealing with some other personal issues and stuff like that. And then I've been sleeping really late and I've been waking up at really late times and I just haven't been full of energy. So I haven't really been posting videos on time for the past 2 days. Um, I never heard of him, Toria, until I saw the clip in my recommendations. Um, he's Italian. I was like, what race is he? Like, then I looked him up and I was like, he's Italian and he's conservative. I was like, okay, now that makes sense. Um, because I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt because I think his commentary towards Joy Behar, I thought she was like wrong for saying that. But then when I looked him up, I was like, yeah, he's the same. I don't think she's a fraud, but I just think Joy says sometimes she says some stuff that really I disagree with. That really just I think she has prejudiced ways as well because she defended what's her name, Hilaria Baldwin, for faking that she was Latino for all this time and capitalizing off of the Latino community. And there's a video of Hilaria Baldwin, clearly a white woman, that's that isn't Latina, saying, "How do you say that? How do you say that in English?" She was on some cooking show, and the host was like, "That's a cucumber." Bitch, you speak English. You know what the fuck that is. Like, come on now. And then she's on a Latina magazine and stuff like that. And so, like, capitalizing off of the Latino community. So, Joy Behar saying she was doing an homage. No, ho. That wasn't no homage. That was clearly a Rachel Dolezal situation, okay? Capitalizing off of a heritage that you obviously aren't, you see? So, well, no, that's just stupid that she said that. So, I think Joy has her little prejudiced ways, and like, and if we want to call a spade, her homage of being a black woman that she did back in the day. I mean, why isn't she canceled? You know, see, why isn't Joy Behar canceled for doing that? Had she been a right wing person or something, they would have canceled her. See, for looking for dressing black for Halloween. Like if that's an offense thing to the black community, then Joy Behar should have been canceled for that, right? Let's call a spade a spade. No matter what, I wish Amber come on. Nah, you're not his type. You look like you 60 something. He like young women. Yeah, Sonny was looking at Joy Behar, like looking at her face, like, because she justified what Hilaria Baldwin did. You know, she was looking at Joy Behar confused. Sonny's a little bit ditzy. I'm surprised that Senator Johnson said that he's more comfortable being around rioters than being comfortable around the Black Lives Matter movement. How is that surprising that he said that? That's not surprising. You know, a lot of these senators, they're white Supras, okay? Like, what Senator Johnson said was not surprising to me at all. Like, everyone, yeah, that's what I said. Like that's what I said. Like you can't sit here and say you're not prejudiced or you don't have or you haven't had prejudiced ways. But I think there's different levels to it. You see what I mean? Like there's different levels to it. Like me personally speaking, if I had a group of white people knocking on my door and a group of black people knocking on my door, I would have the same feeling of why the hell are these people knocking on my door? Like, you know, I wouldn't be less scared or more scared if it was a black or a white person. I would just be like, okay, what the hell is going on? Because number one, I don't like people. Number two, why are you knocking on my door? I don't know you. You know, I ain't do nothing wrong if you're the police or whatever. So like I would have the same feeling. You know, a lot of people they may get more scared if it's a black person versus a white person. Me personally, I would have the same damn fucking Patreon. I would have the same hey Miss Banks. I would have the same feeling if a black or white person knocked on my door, a group of black people knocked on my door. Like, you know, it don't matter the race to me. I would have the same feeling. Um, so my bad, y'all. But I forgot today was Friday. I really forgot today was Friday. I was like, today is Friday shit. But yeah, I would have the same feeling of that. So this work is a mess. Yesterday's live stream was more interesting. I guess because that was my first time doing it in like several months. Today, a lot of y'all aren't on because yesterday's live stream was about Sharon Osbourne. That's what everyone's talking about. So a lot of y'all was on, like about double who's on now, um, was on my live stream. So, but the same stuff that's going on at the talk needs to be the same stuff that's going on at the View with Megan McCarran, with um, how she is with people behind the scenes about production not liking her. Instead of the leaks being leaked out anonymously, we need people coming forward and saying certain things like people at the talk. We don't need to be hearing it years later. We need to be hearing it now because, you know, we need to stop having white people feel that they can use their privilege all the time. And the audacity to have Kevin Frazier from the Inside Edition saying Sharon Osbourne and the other hosts should sit down and they need to explain why Sharon Osbourne did what she did, what was racist. Why? And Amanda Seales came out and she spoke about that. Like she went off on Kevin Frazier for saying that. You know, why do African Americans need to explain to white people that what they did in the past is wrong when this has been going on for hundreds of years? What part of you not being educated or you not understanding that you wanting somebody fired because they are black or they are black and ghetto to you, do you not see that that's not racism? Like, so Perfect example. Meghan McCain feels like Nick Cannon should not be forgiven because of his remarks against the Jewish community, but yet this bimbo piglet looking woman said earlier on during the pandemic that it is okay that Trump is calling this virus a China virus because it's verbiage. Why are people being offended by verbiage rather than being concerned about people losing their lives? Well, Megan McCarran, Mrs. Racist, let me explain to you why that's a problem. You see what I mean? Why me? Why a person of color that have to deal with being profiled and deal with not getting a job because of my first and last name or because of where I come from? Why do I need to explain to a white person, not only a white person, but someone that's a multimillionaire that has the resources to travel to a Palestine or to travel to an Africa or to travel to a low income neighborhood and be educated through the school system as to why this goes on. She has the resources to educate herself. So the fact that you didn't have a problem about the verbiage of what Trump was saying, but now you're posting on Twitter, stop the Asian hate. No, you were a part of that because Trump's verbiage that you were okay by increased the the profiling and the hate, the discrimination against Asian Americans. So, like, you see what I mean? So why do Cheryl Underwood and Holly Robinson Peete and Leah Remini and so on and so forth, why do they have to explain to a racist white woman what she did and what her actions that she did in the past and currently is racist? Why? The woman is what, 65 years old? Like, I mean, it's a done deal. And most of the time, the people who are the way that the people who are racist and prejudiced are usually stereotypically the people that live in the South, middle of America, country, redneck towns that haven't even left the United States of America to have an open mind and to explore different countries, or to sit there and read and find out about certain situations. Like, I didn't know a lot about reparations. You know what I did? I opened the damn internet, I opened the damn book, and I researched about reparations and about how the Jewish community, the Native American community, and other communities were compensated for being oppressed by the Germans for the Jews and the Native Americans for the Europeans. So it's called opening a book. But some people, they don't do that. They just want to go by how they were raised from their mom or dad or their guardianship at home. You see what I mean? So, um, like, I agree with Amanda Seals, although she annoyed me on a reel sometimes. I agreed with her when she said, like, why do they need to educate her, a racist woman? Why? Like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Um, no, Jay, she been reading me for filth. You got to go back to the comments previously. So that doesn't make sense as to why Sharon Osbourne needs to be educated. When her deformed looking daughter on The View saying, well, Trump wants to ban immigrants. Like, why would he do that? Who's going to clean your toilets? If I was Rosie Perez, I would have lost my job that day. I would have knocked her teeth in and make her deformed face look like the opposite. And maybe she'll look beautiful, after being hit in the face or something. Because you don't say that type of stuff. Like, who says that? Who says that? Who's going to clean your toilets if if um if Trump doesn't do a ban on immigrants who in Central America? Who says that? Who says that type of stuff? And she said it as if she is saying 2 + 2 = 4. You know, so like I never really liked Kelly Osbourne. Like, how there's certain people that you just don't like and you don't know the reason why, you just have the energy about them that you just don't like. Like, yeah, I don't like her. She's just famous because her mother was a mistress and she got married as a mistress to Ozzy Osbourne. And, you're capitalizing off of that. Just how Meghan McCain's mother is a mistress and she married John McCain, while being legally married to somebody else. And they produced a demon child on The View. So, that has no talent. You see what I mean? So, wait, what? So, I mean, it's like That don't make sense. That don't make sense at all whatsoever. That spoiled little bee. Yes, I said it. They centered their comment, but I see it on my laptop. Just looking at them. Um. So look, I have what 32,000 subscribers, almost 33,000 subscribers, and I say this all the time. Y'all think I'm begging, but I'm not. I'm promoting myself. If less than 2%, 1.5% of y'all pay $5 a month for my Patreon, that's 500 subscribers. That's not asking for a lot, okay? $5 a month. I'm sure you go to the gas station and get you a little coffee, okay? Or you go to Starbucks, or you go to Dunkin' Donuts, or you go to Krispy Kreme. I don't know if y'all have that, but y'all go to some donut shop or whatever, and you get something to eat, and you got your stimulus is on the way, okay? So don't tell me you don't got $5 minimum. Patreon.com/JOAJOA. Told y'all there's going to be ad-free content on there. There's going to be a giveaway on there. There's going to be just different type of content, not commentary. It's going to be like edited sceneries of like New Orleans. I know y'all like New Orleans. It's a big tourist city. Or, it's going to be like an interview that I've done that y'all can see it first before the channel here sees it first. I have an interview that I did from somebody that kind of knows Megan McMuffin, but I have been lazy. I didn't edit it yet that I need to post on my channel. So stuff like that you guys would see first. So yes, I remember that deformed child's comment. Megan has no talent. Megan McCain is better looking than Kelly Osbourne. I give her that, but I mean, Megan, she grew up in politics, but she really, I mean, she's more of a pop culture person, Megan McCain. Her husband helps her out. Look her up on Bill Maher. You'll see how stupid she is, okay, without her husband. Um, Donut all the ways. Yeah, so you can don't do the donuts, you know, and that's how it goes. So how are y'all doing? Are y'all working? I'm pretty much done with my commentary now. I just want to chill with y'all. Y'all working, or you guys are did y'all suffer from this pandemic? Did this pandemic help you out in a way? Hopefully. Megan had the nerve to talk about someone using white privilege today. I didn't watch today's, but I'm sure she said something that's full of hypocrisy. Like she was saying about Nick Cannon shouldn't be forgiven about his anti-Semitic remarks and stuff like that. When she was okay with Trump calling the virus a Wuhan virus, a China virus, and stuff like that. She was okay with that because that's just verbiage. Like, why are you worried about that? Okay, well, what Nick Cannon said was verbiage as well, right? Let's call a spade, okay? And now she's on Twitter saying stop Asian hate. She get on my damn nerves. I can't stand her. Oh, I got a friend in China, or I got a friend here. I got a friend there. She don't have friends. What you proud of me for? She don't have friends. She get on my damn nerves. They need somebody on the show that would really like. They have Anna Navarro, but they really need somebody on there that can tell us something. Like they really need somebody, like you know, you know, because um, over the year, almost a year that I've been well over a year actually that I've been talking about her. I came to realize that she was raised in a way where she was spoiled and she got everything that she wanted. And so that's the reason why she is the way she is. You see what I mean? About everything being about her. Um, in my opinion, based on the stuff I've been talking about her, I feel like she was raised in a way where she was the only child, personally. I personally feel like that because John McCain made a mistake with his main wife. And he had a kid from her, and I think she had two kids from a previous guy. Um, and so he married a mistress, Cindy McCain, and then they had kids. But I think the two boys, one of them went to the army or something like that. They really don't talk about the sons. And they got the Bridget, who the Republican Party called her the illegitimate black child, and they wanted John McCain to be like Trump and everything, and so on and so forth, and basically use his black child as some type of like stigma or something like that. You know what I mean? And she's not even black. She's from Bangladesh. She's brown. She's not black. Okay, so I mean, for being you, oh, thank you. For like, she's not black. And I'm tired of Meghan McCain using her to go on Van Jones and talking about racism and stuff like that. So, what are y'all talking about? So, I mean, yeah, the son served. Her her fat husband's sister. I think her name is Emily Dominic. I think that's what her name is, right? Wait, hold on. I knew, like, I didn't watch the show today, but I saw the thumbnail on the views page and I recognized her face because I sometimes I see her Twitter feed on my feed if when I be doing research because I can't see no more because Megan McMuffin blocked me and her husband blocked me. But yeah, her name's Emily, right? I believe her name's Emily. I believe that's what her name is. Um, but yeah, she feels like Nick Cannon. So who's gonna be on Patreon? Toria, why you not on Patreon? DJ Alexia, Pound Things, Stuff and More, J.I. Banks. Come on now. See, that's how. So like, but yeah, that's the I think that's his little sister. She don't look Puerto Rican. I hate when they say that they Puerto Rican. This man, Megan Ben Dominaz, has like I don't know 20% Puerto Rican in him or whatever. That girl that was on Emily Dominic, she don't look Puerto Rican at all. She looked like a plain old white woman. Okay, like yes. Well, her husband blocked me first, and that's I found that really strange that she blocked me because her husband they talk about they do her husband has that blog, I call it the plagiarist. It doesn't deserve promotion. The plagiarist. And so her husband did an article on The View. So I did this. I went on Twitter and then I tagged. I was like, "Oh, look at Ben Domenech writing about look at Meghan McCain's husband, the plagiarist Ben Domenech." Then I tagged him, writing about his wife's job on The View. So I tagged his blog and then I tagged his name. The next day, I found out I was blocked, and then I guess he told Meghan McCain to block me because Meghan McCain has almost 1 million followers. There ain't no way she saw my tweet. So I think he told her to block me because on my bio on my Twitter, the first thing that it says is proud Palestinian American. And you know how they feel about my people, okay? She talks about the Jewish community needs to be respected and anti Semitism, but she never talks about Palestinian treatment or the mistreatment of Palestinians in Palestine, the illegalities of the Palestinian treatment in Palestine. So she don't like my people. So so yeah, so Megan Megaphone. Hey Harmony. Oh, thank you, Lane. You reading these people. Y'all need to go on Patreon. Y'all giving me super chats, which I highly appreciate. But why no Patreon? Come on, I follow her. But yeah, so I can't. But whenever I need to go on her Twitter, I just go on Google and then I read it from there. But I can follow her on Instagram. She ain't blocking me there. But this is the first time I saw you in my personal view. You're a Lon Chider's YouTube censored you, but I can see your comment. Lon, you call me a dumb ass. Well, hello. Thank you. What did I say that I was dumb? So yeah, so how y'all been? Y'all been okay? I tried posting a video today, but it didn't want to post. Wow, I was at 84%. So it's almost there. So that can be tomorrow's video. But yeah, personally speaking, y'all, I've been feeling like SHIT. Like I've been feeling isolated. Like I've been waking up late. Like last night I slept at 4 in the morning and then I woke up around I wake up and I go back to sleep. I woke up around 1 p.m. and then the day just flew by, you see? I went out, I'm a fat ass. I like to eat. I went out to eat, got me a po' boy. A po' boy is like, I know a lot, y'all not from the South, but a sandwich. I got me a sandwich. I'll just call it a sandwich. Um, with some fries, with some gravy on it. Gravy fries with cheese and mozzarella on it. Still have that here. And then I'm fat, y'all. Then I went to go get me a brownie and a shake. You see how fat I am? And then before you know it, it was like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and I'm trying to post a video and it's slow. It's not posting at all. So I'm on cheap Wi-Fi, okay? Like the Wi-Fi I have, I'm using hotspot, and the only reason why I'm using a hotspot is because my apartment, unfortunately, does not have. Y'all tell me this, because y'all grown on here, right? Everybody's grown, okay? My apartment does not have an outlet. You know how if you're trying to have Wi-Fi, you have to have an outlet to attach it for cable for TV or Wi-Fi. My apartment does not have that attached to the wall. Like I don't have it at all. It needs to be installed. Isn't that weird to not have that already installed in your apartment? Isn't that weird? So I've been paying super expensive Wi-Fi every month for cheap Wi-Fi. Okay, like y'all, let me know. Isn't that weird um to not have that in your apartment installed already? What's up, Texas? Did y'all hear my question? Harmony, go on Patreon, Harmony. Since you from the South, go on Patreon, baby. Go on Patreon. Go on Patreon. I haven't been on that. Shit, y'all haven't heard me about my dogs. I've been cheating. No, not a house phone. Okay, so you know how? Okay, so you have your computer, right? And you have Wi-Fi, and then there is it's called a coaxial, Coaxial. It's where you attach your modem to so you can get Wi-Fi that you have cable for. You see, it's that little hole that you got to screw on. No, girl, not no dogs. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? I ordered something from a rip-off site and had to cancel my car. Going to make money. Now I'll do it for $5 a month. I am retired. I can give you. Oh well, if you're making me feel bad, if it's not doable, then I mean I'm just trying to promote. I just feel like five. I just feel less than 2% of y'all have it. You see what I mean? Yeah. So it's weird, but you know what I'm talking about. It's like it's not the fuse where you plug in and charge your phone. It's like a little hole thingy that you plug in like a cylinder thingy too, for your modem, so you can attach it to your Wi-Fi and your cable and everything. It's hard to explain, but you know what I'm talking. You have it in your house right now in your apartment. Is there? Yeah, it's like exactly pounds, things, stuff, and more. Exactly. So I didn't have that in my place, and I moved here during the beginning of COVID, and my internet provider wouldn't come into my place to do it. You see what I mean? So ever since then, I've been paying $80 a month. But however, a month later, like in March, I moved in here. But April of 2020, they said that, wait, hold on. April of 2020 is when I tried to get it. They said no. So May 2020, I believe, is when they were given protocol to come in people places that need it. But they wanted to rerun a credit report and all that. I'm like, nah, or I have to put down a deposit. So I just kept paying $80 a month ever since then, for literally the amount I pay for Wi-Fi is equivalent to prepaid Wi-Fi because the functionality of it sucks. It really does suck. You see what I mean? If I had great Wi-Fi, I would not be on my phone right now. I would have a camera and I would have my laptop and I would have something else and this live stream would be great quality. It wouldn't be like looking like a piece of shit. You see what I mean? Um, this is how you're making. If they had this when I was young, I would have did it all the crazy things. This is my experience at the nightclubs in New York City. No, no, because before this place, I didn't have Wi-Fi at all. Like I used to go to the mall and use their Wi-Fi overnight. You see what I mean? I'm on a hotspot. You see what I mean? Like that I use. You know, I pay $20 a week for cheap ass Wi-Fi. But Wi-Fi is a necessity now. It's not like how it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Wi-Fi is a necessity, you see? What do you mean? What do you talk about? On my Patreon? So on my Patreon, I going to be talking about stuff like this, but you're not gonna have ads. You know how when you watch my videos, you get all those ads. It's gonna be ad free. I'm going to be talking about personal things, what I'm doing now. I'm going to be talking about or releasing like video interviews first or stories that you like, maybe about Megan McCain first. You know, like I have an interview of a woman who is in the TV industry that knows the Megan McCain, you know, that dealt with her, but I haven't edited out and released it yet. So with Patreon, I would put that on there first, and you guys would see it first. You see what I mean? And then also, I want to do giveaways. Like I want to give out like I don't know, money, a gift card, something, giveaways and stuff like that. Like $100 giveaways for like two, three people or, you know, stuff like that. You know, that's what it is. Or like give out like a prize package with a t-shirt and a mug and stuff like that. It's no different from what other YouTubers do. That's what they do. You know, I'm not doing something new. It's already been done. I'm just doing it for my channel. 20 times $52. What you mean 20? Yeah, that's a lot. Yep, $20 a month. That's $80 a month. So today I called the landlord or whatever you call it, and I kind of got into I don't know. I just don't like living here anymore. So I'm trying. I've been looking for a place for like over 2 months now. You know, pay the deposit if you can. Well, it's sort of my fault because they couldn't come in when I moved, but they could have came in a month later, like in May. They couldn't come in April because we were like number two with COVID. You see, with Mardi Gras and everything, we were like up there with New York. You see, so it's at the end of the day, it is kind of my fault when I think about it because I could have had them come in the second month, but at the same time, it's standard protocol to have that already installed in your place. It's like having a sink. You see what I mean? Like that's not something you ask a landlord or a realtor. Hey, do you have an outlet installed from so I can call a providing company so I can pay, uh, you know, monthly package and so I can install it myself. That's not something you ask. You see, that's like a fuse being on the wall. That's equivalent to that. You see, so technically it's their fault because had it already been here, I could have had my Wi-Fi since I moved in. You see, so it's not really my fault. It's their fault for not having it installed. You know. It's not my fault at all because I'm the only apartment out of all of them, and they all have theirs. They all have theirs. I'm the only one that don't have it installed on my wall. Everybody else have their Wi-Fi and they have their good internet and stuff like that. So that's weird. No, fuck my neighbors. I don't like them. uh, yes, I mean I don't like my neighbors, but yeah, I've been trying to upgrade y'all. I'm gonna have our own room for my YouTube, and my own bedroom for just for me to sleep in. Nowadays, apartments should have that. Exactly. That's the standard, you know. That's weird that I'm the only apartment in this complex that don't have it, you know. So internet is required. I don't watch TV, so I mean I need something to watch. Otherwise, I'm gonna feel like I'm in prison, okay? I don't like Bill Maher. No, I'm good. I mean, I just, I've been looking at places for over 2 months. Like, I mean, I just don't like it here. I need to upgrade. Who, me? No, I don't like her. Y'all don't understand. Y'all, a lot of people keep thinking I like her. I don't like her. I know she gets. No, you gotta think how it is. I know talking about her gets me views. Number one, I'm not the only one to talk about her. All of these other outlets, her former employer, the Daily Beast, don't like her. They bash her all the time, which makes the rumors true that she's hated behind the scenes at the View. Because if you're hated at your former employer, I mean that just makes the rumors true at the Views. Megan McCain. So don't fix what's not broken, right? So she brings ratings to the show. She does, and I know she brings me views. If I post a video tomorrow saying Megan McCain quits the View or Megan McCain's about to be fired or something like that, that video is gonna take off. Point blank in a period. Okay, y'all may not like her. A lot of y'all viewers say y'all don't like her, but y'all secretly still watch the show because she's on there. And y'all want to know what she's gonna say. That's just that's just the that's just being honest. Megan McCain, Helen. Helen Patreon. That's who. Patreon.com/JOA. Yeah, everybody talks about her, so I don't understand why people get mad when I talk about her. Everybody, the Fox News talks about her every day. Her former employer talks about her almost every day. Every other blog, not YouTuber. I mean, there's not really YouTubers that talk about her per se. There's just me and there's some other one that I know of, but they don't show their face. I'm sure y'all know who I'm talking about, but I'm like literally the only YouTuber that talks about her. Then there's random people that just post clips of the View. They're not like bloggers. They just post clips just to post clips. But um, Harmony, they censored your comment, but you says no one likes her, but she brings the drama, so they keep her. My ASS would probably miss her if they got rid of her. I can't. Yeah, I don't want them to get rid of her because I think it would be boring. I think it would be boring. Sarah Haynes is boring as hell. Sunny Halston is just, I don't know. She's there to read the facts or whatever. Whoopi is over it. And Joy Behar, I like Joy Behar, but we need somebody, we need somebody like that on the show. All right, Fernanda, thank you for your support on Patreon. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, and people talking about her hair, I didn't, I don't know. She just brings views. Y'all thumbs up this video, please. She brings views to the show, and that's just how it is. Um, so I don't talk about her every day, but I do talk about her a lot. Sometimes when I don't even feel like posting a video, but I know to get views, I just okay, let me see what's going on with her today. Um, no, I don't do that. You crazy, Brian. I wouldn't hit a. I don't hit females. It's crazy. Her husband, maybe. All right, pound if you love me. Patreon. Oh yeah, you already said what you said. Is is Delexia still on here? The Italian woman? Patreon. I'm trying to look at Brian Baggett. I hate Joy Behar. I don't like Joe. Who's Joe? Joy? Oh. You like Megan? Who do you like then? I really never really. I mean, I watched The View when Elizabeth Hasback was on. Like, I don't watch it on TV. Like, I don't watch because I don't have cable. I don't watch the show, like the whole show. I just watch, only talk about her when she's in the vlogs, really, and in the clips that they show on YouTube. But even when Elizabeth Hasselbeck was on, I used to watch it, and my favorite part was when Rosie O'Donnell, Elizabeth Hasselbeck, when Rosie O'Donnell said some true stuff on The View, like that big old commotion she had with Elizabeth Hasselbeck about um, Iraq and everything. Like what she said, like years, decades later, like it was true. Like her prophecy. It was like she did a prophecy. But I mean, I had a makeup artist on I don't know if like a friend that knew a makeup artist that said that Rosie O'Donnell was mean like on her talk show, but I don't know. But I like her like on TV. Like I mean I don't know her personally, but she says some true stuff, you know. Um, so who do you like on The View? Brian, are you a conservative? Best fight ever. Yeah, I like watching that. You know, it's still on. Sometimes I'll look at that clip. I think it's hilarious. I find that hilarious. She had a crush on Elizabeth Hasselbeck. She admit that she like had a crush on her, Rosie O'Donnell. And you could tell that she had a crush on her. You could tell in that video, the video that we're talking about now that went viral, that she was like hurt about it. You see what I mean? She had a crush on her. Why you want it off the air? How is it ruining your life? Aaron Navarro got her account. Aaron Navarro married her, a rich Cuban lawyer, political commentator. Aaron Navarro is set for life. She married her, a rich Cuban man that's old enough to be her daddy. Aaron Navarro don't need The View or CNN. She could be home being a housewife. Her man makes the money. Why you didn't like her before Trump was in office? Yeah, she married her account. Aaron Navarro, she got her a rich man. Trying to see if my battery was, but no, my battery is good. Her husband seems nice. I mean, he responded to my tweets several times. Al Cardenas, he's a lawyer, I believe, as well, and I think he focuses on the irony of it all, but on assault victims, and he also does political commentary on Telemundo, CNN, Telemundo, and some other shows. But yeah, she locked him down. She don't need to be hired by the View full time because she got a man that's rich. Like, you know, I always wondered why I always wondered why the View never hired her full time because clearly everybody likes her. She brings in, you know, good ratings. She's she speaks her mind. She's a Republican, but she um is country over party. Clearly, she's a John McCain, as y'all like to call it, Republican. Um, she's her ideologies and the way she's more prone to be Cindy McCain's daughter than Meg McCain herself. You see what I mean? So I don't know who the hell raised Meg McCain. I know, like I told y'all yesterday, this is why it's a curse. Okay, y'all still on here? Am I speaking to myself? But this is a curse. Okay, it's a curse. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay. Anytime you are a mistress, I don't believe it's a home wrecker because it takes two. I don't call it home wrecking. Anytime you're a mistress and you marry a man that was in a relationship, married already, and you birth a child, that child is going to have a generational curse. So that's why Megan McCain she is the way she is. Same thing with Kelly Osbourne. Allegedly, she was the mistress and she married Ozzy Osbourne. You get them how you lose them, right? He constantly cheated on her, and then she hatched that skunk looking woman, Kelly Osbourne, right? If I wasn't for Trump, they wouldn't lasted this long, in the words of Nicki Minaj. I don't really, I don't like Nicki Minaj. um, you got you some time. What does that mean? But yeah, thanks for this live streaming. Be well. Good night to you and everybody here. It's 5 a.m. Oh, hi, London. I thought you was American this whole time. You being offended by being called Fredo. Come on now. Patreon.com. But uh So, so yeah, Megan McCain is the product of that, being a mistress child. Kelly Osbourne being a part of mistress family. So you carry that curse. That's how I feel. And now I don't like talking about kids, but I'm worried about the daughter that the product of the mistress has now. So, but yeah, what's interesting? What I just said. Point is, they need Trump to get views because they trash. Uh, they don't. They really don't talk about Trump that much anymore. So, did you vote for Trump? Are you a Trump supporter? Me personally, in my personal life, I don't care if you're a Trump supporter as long as you're not like a prejudiced, person. I don't care. Like, I'm not that person that say, "Oh, I'm not going to date that person because they're a Trump supporter," or "We can't be friends," and yada yada yada. But do you watch? No, I don't like Don Lemon. I don't know if you watched my video of me that went. It had a lot of views. Remember when remember when Chris Cuomo interviewed Ice Cube and all like the black community read Ice Cube for filth because they thought he was working for Trump when he wasn't. And of course, as a white man, Chris Cuomo believes anything that comes on social media, specifically if it's about the black community. So he as well as a quote unquote supposedly a journalist, a commentator, you should do your research because I've done my research. And although Black Twitter was reading Ice Cube for filth, I done my research and he's not working like for Donald Trump. He just presented a plan, because the Biden administration at the time said wait until after the election. So, anyways, I posted that on my channel and I did it like this on my phone. You see what I mean? Like I did my podcast where I just did audio and then I came on camera like this and I spoke on my phone and then whatever. But anyways, that got some traction. That was number one on the YouTube page when you looked it up from CNN. If you typed in like Ice Cube interview with Chris Cuomo, whatever, I was under the CNN page. Like this, it was Ice Cube and Chris Cuomo show. Then the next video would be my video. So, anyways, uh, Ice no Don Lemon is Don Lemon is a black woman. They censored a comment, but he said Don Lemon is a white man, and oh well, that was kind of prejudice what you just said, Brian. I didn't read that part. Is a white man in blackface. You can't be saying that. I know he's from Louisiana, but that doesn't mean I like him. So, anyways, so yeah, Ice Cube saw that. Ice Cube saw my video, and he had the audacity to call me Greek. Okay, when clearly my Twitter page say I'm Palestinian, so he didn't read my Twitter page. He's like, all of these he said something, I forgot what his tweet was, but he said don't listen to these people that sound like they for the community when they're Greeks in disguises. You see what I mean? Because a lot of y'all thought I was black, okay, when I didn't show my face because I have, I guess that black base to my voice, if that makes sense. I don't know why, but anyways, so Don Lemon did an then Don Lemon went on Chris Cuomo's show. I feel like he like Chris Cuomo. I feel like Don Lemon wants to get digged down by Chris Cuomo, okay? Like, like oh, well, you are black. Oh, are you? No, whatever. I don't care. But so I feel like Don Lemon wants to, because Don Lemon is married to a white man. So then Don Lemon gets on and um he talks about being against Ice Cube, and how he called Oprah and him and Oprah talked about it. And like as if Don Lemon speaks for the black community. I know he's black, but I mean he was like, then then he said I went to the barber shop and we were talking about look. Don Lemon used a barbershop reference. I went to the barbershop and talked to my barber about it because he reads tweets, okay? Don Lemon, I tweeted him and then because I tweeted him that I tweeted before he made that commentary or before that day, I tweeted Don Lemon saying, me and my barber talking about Don Lemon, how Don Lemon was reporting the story, and all of a sudden he talked about his fiance, because I mean, the barbershop I go to, I mean, they don't care if you're gay, but they pick on it, whatever. So, but see, Don Lemon saw that tweet because I saw somebody see on Twitter. It don't tell you who clicked on your tweet, but it'll tell you about if somebody engaged with it or if somebody clicked on your hashtag or something. So there was one person that did it because it was him because he talked about his barbershop the next day with Chris Cuomo. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's just too, I don't, I'm dropping shit. I don't know. I don't like him. I don't care if he's from Louisiana. I know he's from Louisiana. Hell, you look black in person. What do you mean you look black? You just sound Southern to me. Who doesn't want a piece of Andrew? Yummy. You crazy, dog. I wasn't at the neighborhood barbershop. But yeah, so I tweeted Don Lemon saying that me and my barber we're talking about Don Lemon because it was an important story that they were talking about CNN, and Don Lemon just simply brought up his white fiance, his white man fiance, and then my barber was talking about that, laughing and stuff. He was like all of that he was saying some slurs. It was like all of that FAGGOT shit. You know what I mean? So, um, so then I just tweeted about it, tagging Don Lemon because when I talk about people, I just tag them. And so he saw it. Yeah, Don Lemon, he likes going to drag shows. Somebody that knows him told me he likes going to drag shows. I don't know. He acts like a woman to me. Like I don't know. No, this ice lemonade, finished lemonade. He acts like a woman. So he's too catty. I don't know. He's just too like. I don't know. I don't know. It's something about him I don't like. You know how it's something about somebody you don't like, you just don't know the reason for. Um, I don't know why I don't like him. I think he did something in the past. Oh, I know why. The reason why I don't like his dumb self is because he picked on the Muslim community. He generalized the Muslim community, basically saying that Muslims, they what's another word, a better term, because I don't want to get censored. They KILL gay people. You see what I mean? Like, in other words, you get persecuted for being gay. You see? Now, in some countries, they do that, like in Afghanistan, maybe, or maybe, let's say, Saudi Arabia, but they don't do that in like a Turkey or Indonesia or like a Dubai or Tel Aviv, because Israel is part of the Middle East, right? So he generalized the whole thing, and they had Reza Aslan, who is like this I guess I guess you can call him like an expert in Middle Eastern relations. He schooled Don Lemon and his white chick on CNN because they kept um, implying that Muslims are X, Y, and Z. When Don Lemon knows, and he should really focus on his community and African American community and all of these damn churches that he probably was aligned with growing up that don't like him for being gay. You see what I mean? So that's why I don't like him because of that. Yeah, his ugly ass was on The View last week. I didn't watch it though. Um, I don't. Drag queens scare me. That may get me canceled, but I don't like clowns. I don't. They scare me. He is, Brian. Like, I'm pro LGBT. I'm just not really for like. I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, I like Wendy. I like shows that like straight people watch Wendy too. But I just I don't know. Yeah, but that pissed me off when he did that. So that's why I don't like him. Because he used his white woman card that day, and he outcasted uh 10 billion um population of a religion. He generalized all 10 billion people of the Muslim population and said that Muslims do X, Y, and Z to gay people. They don't do that everywhere. So yes, Reza Aslan, yeah, him. So you should watch that clip. Sometimes I watch it and then I say preach because Reza Aslan read that white woman to filth. I don't know her name, but she's on CNN still. I forgot her name, and then it's Don Lemon. So that's why I don't like Don Lemon, old sissy, dumb. Let me stop. I don't like him, but I know for sure he likes drag shows because he goes to a bar in Miami or something. There's a popular bar that that he goes to, and somebody that I know him and met him, and he likes going to drag shows. So I don't have a problem with gay people at all. Like I just don't like him because of his rhetoric towards the Muslim religion. I just don't like that. And it's still on CNN. If you want to watch the clip, it's still on there, you know. So and it's kind of ironic for him to bash the Muslim religion. He's an African American man, and the literally to be black and to be from the South and to be gay specifically because he's 50 years old, he's about 50 years old from that time, like that was harsh. Like literally you can be slaughtered during that time. So for him to even imply what he could have went through because he came out at 40 something years old. I think he came out on the Wendy Williams show. So for him to even imply that just Muslims in general persecute and kill gay people when he is from the South, he's about 50 years old, and during that time being gay was like literally like you're putting yourself up to being like violently like persecuted here in the South, something like that. Not only from the white race, but from your own race as well. You see, as well. So for him to even do that on CNN on national television and imply that all Muslims are X, Y, and Z, when literally Muslims have been seen as a stigma religion ever since 911. To me, like I don't, I can't like someone like that. Um, so he can go to hell and he can kiss my ass. I'm sure he would like to kiss a man's ass. So let me not say that. uh, can you link the clip, both of them, the Don clip? Look up, go on YouTube, type in the search, Don Lemon, Reza Aslan, CNN is gonna pop up. Is this JOA After Dark? I used to watch that show growing up, After the Dark on Nickelodeon. Um, yeah, Harmony. That's why I don't like Bill Maher. Not only against Muslims, but Palestinians as well. You are off the chain. All right, if I'm off the chain, baby, go to patreon.com/JOA and give your boy $5. You're urban. I got 75 people on here, okay? At least 2 to 3 people can do that. Come on now. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. You gonna do it? Lamar, I'm assuming you don't like Sam Harris. Who's that? Sam Harris? Who is Sam Harris? Let me look him up. If he's against what I just talked about, then no. Sam Harris, Benjamin Harris. He's a podcaster. He's a podcast. Oh, that's why I don't know him, because he has a podcast. I don't know who this person is. I am not protecting governor, but I think all the blame can be put on him. I feel Trump is. I don't. If Trump is after him because of that, I don't care. If it's true, he should be resigned. Wait, what? Sam Harris was a wealthy Williamsburg businessman in the late 1800s. Wait, no, that's something else. Hold on. It's it's either per video I make. No, it's like they take it out every first of the month. And if you feel like you don't want to continue to do it, as long as you cancel it before the first, they won't charge you. But I'm sure they do refunds. But I mean, as long as you just cancel it like before the first, you won't get charged. It's kind of like paying your rent. You're not gonna get charged. Um, hey Ari, what's up? Thank you for being a Patreon. I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, so I mean, so far I got 20 people. I just wanted to see if I can actually get 500, which I thought was doable, or at least sort of doable. I know it's only hasn't been a week since I promoted it, but I don't know. I have 32,000 subscribers. I thought at least 500 people would donate $5. I didn't think it was gonna be that difficult. But I don't know who Sam Harris is. I mean, I just read that he's a podcaster and stuff like that. So I don't know. Um, but yeah. So what y'all been doing? What do y'all do for work and stuff like that? Tell me about y'all. Tell me about you all. I'm saying y'all like you guys are Southern. Tell me about you all. Who is a DICK? Don Lemon, Harmony. I'm reading your centered comments on my laptop. He did a review about Christmas and said, especially black Christians don't accept black gays. That's the problem, African American gays. Wait, what? He's not totally wrong. Yeah, some people get tired of it though when I bring it up. Literally, there's a YouTuber. I'm gonna say his name. His name is Philip Defranco. He makes about $50,000 a month. But he's a white. White people get away with things. Okay, he's a white YouTuber. When a white person does it, they don't say you're begging or whatever. So that's part of privilege. He's a white YouTuber, but he has millions of subscribers now. But he makes from that alone $50,000 a month. And so Mahar is ADICK. I don't know what Trump has to do with Cuomo. He should resign because he's a yeah, thank you. That sentence not based on what revenue. Exactly. I'm doing like you and trying to leave corporate straightly and do my own thing. I've left it, but I mean it's an adjustment, Harmony. I left it July 7th, 2020 was my last day. And I've been doing YouTube daily since then for the most part. So, but eh. So I mean I'm blessed. I get bored. It's kind of like boring. You don't have no one to talk to. You're isolated. I'm about to get pregnant. It's on. I'm about to hatch my baby. It's about to be 9 months. That's what I meant. So like, it's hard. Like, I have so much free time. Sometimes I don't know what to do with myself. I sleep longer than I need to, and I don't know. It's just boring. It's nothing to do, especially during a pandemic. It's like you can't really do anything. Um, It's funny that a lot of people are suffering during this quarantine because my life has always been a quarantine. Like literally, I don't do anything. I've never had a vacation in my life. I've never been to a concert in my life. Um, Before COVID even existed, or it existed before, but before we had this pandemic, my life was going to work, going to like a bookstore, and like getting on my internet or something, or whatever, and then going home. You see, that's it. Or going to the library or whatever, or just going to work and going home, and watching TV, or I mean not watching TV, watching a Wendy Williams on my phone or something. So that's really it. But I don't know. I don't drink and I don't smoke. So like that's kind of like the hype of New Orleans. So I don't do that stuff. So there's nothing really for me to do. People, when I tell people I'm introverted, they don't believe me. It's kind of like a Beyonce thing. Like Beyonce's introverted, but when she's performing, she's extroverted. So I look at it as that. When I'm talking to people, I'm extroverted. You see what I mean? But then when I'm home, I don't want to be bothered. So it's kind of like that. Don't you live in NOLA? Yes, I do. Don't you have siblings? I don't talk to my family. Um, what do you wait? WTF? What is that, Misty? I'm such an old lady. All I do is watch politics. Yeah, I've been educating myself on reparations and stuff. That's what I've been doing today. I was reading an article about it, and I was about to cry because I'm like, that's like really messed up. What a lot of black people endured and stuff. Um, I don't do that. I mean, that stuff make me drowsy, Ari, just the smell of it. Like I can detect that kush in like a second. You see what I mean? Just like I'm so sensitive towards it, like it would make me drowsy. It would make my eyes. A lot of people think I do it because my eyes, you see how I'm like, nah, I just woke up not too long ago, or no, I'm just, it's late. That's why my eyes are like that. I'm like, no, I don't do that stuff. Do I drink coffee? I drink mixed. Like it got to be like a mocha iced coffee. Like it got to be mixed with vanilla, chocolate, or something like that. I've never traveled to I mean, I'm Palestinian. I've been to Jordan one time, like decades ago, but was it, yeah, decades ago, or almost decades, 2 decades ago. But I mean, I never traveled alone. I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about traveling alone, like going to the beach or something, because they don't have a beach down here. I mostly hate people. Yeah, me too. You don't like Beyonce. Sunny Lovato. Why is your name Sunny Lovato? Yeah, I like Beyonce. No, I was saying when I tell people I'm introverted, they don't believe me because literally I can make friends with somebody at a McDonald's cashier. Like I ask questions. That's just how I am. I'm built that way and very inquisitive. But when I tell people I'm introvert, they don't believe me. So I use Beyonce as an example. She's an introverted woman, she's private, but when she's on stage she has like this other like ego that's extrovert. Sasha Fierce, right? So I equate that to when I'm doing YouTube, I seem like I'm extroverted, but in my personal life, like I'm the type of person, instead of going to a party or a club, I would rather play a board game with somebody or a couple people, not a whole bunch of people, and just kick it like that. You see what I mean? I don't want, watch the video where Mary Ann Williamson goes on, right? She claims reparations is real. A lot of people picked on her during the Democratic primary because she's very spiritual, and a lot of people thought what she said was very cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but I didn't. Um, I live in Omaha, Nebraska. I don't want to hear about boring. Nowhere is as boring as here. I mean, there's really nothing to do. Like, I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. Everything down here is bars. Going out to a bar or going to get some food, going to get some beignets or something like that. I mean, I really don't do anything. Like, I don't even wake up early. I've been waking up super late. I woke up today at 1 p.m. That's crazy. Like, I go in and out of sleep. And then all before you know it, it's like 5, 6 o'clock, and I'm like, damn, I need to do a YouTube video. And so I don't know, I just be chilling, chilling. Uh, what else questions do y'all have? Sunny Lovato. I like Demi Lovato. I like her. She's real smart. I liked her, maybe not for president, for other things. Yeah, she talks about your mind and all of that. People thought she was cuckoo. I didn't think she was cuckoo. I believe in the law of attraction and stuff like that. I wholeheartedly believe in that. What's your occupation? YouTube. Or, blogger, whatever you want to call it. Have you ever visited Japan before? Are you from Japan? No. Good night and God bless and have blessed dreams. All right, Helen. Travel domestically first to get your feet wet and then go international. Do things that you always want in life. You'll start to seem like you want to do other things or do. Yeah, no, I have ambitions, man. Like, um, I feel like I get bored if I travel alone. I don't know. Like, I feel like I have ADD or ADHD. Like, I just can't sit there and look at a beach. I would get bored instantly. I don't know. So I don't know how I would feel traveling by myself. I don't know if I think I don't know. I think I may get bored. I don't know. Because I'm a loner in general. Do you want to do anything, or do you, like, personally or professionally? I want to, professionally, I want to take this channel to another level, of course. Um, they say 10 years later or 20 years, 5 years later from now. Hey Donna, I so appreciate you. See, Donna donated $25 a month. I didn't ask her to. She did it. Donna must be a doctor or something. I'm sorry, I don't know if I should be saying that, but Donna got money. Okay. But Harmony, so I always had big ambitions. Like when I was in the sixth grade, I knew I wanted to work in media, or to do something. Like I thought I was going to be a news anchor, and then I interned for a news station, and that was like, okay, I'm not a robot. Clearly, I have a big mouth. I can't be a news anchor because a news anchor is someone that reports facts and the stories. Of course, now it changed completely. But literally, if you're working for local news, it's still there where you just got to talk based on stories and facts and everything. So after I interned at a news station, I decided personally I didn't want to take the news route. I wanted to take the mainstream route. And so I graduated college in 2016. And then during college, and then after college for about, Jesus, 4 years, I've been trying to get a job at a news station, doing anything, a janitor, whatever, just get my foot in the door. And that never worked for me at all. Like they didn't accept me. Like they didn't want, I couldn't get a job there. To the point where I was a pest. Usually when you want to work, like let's say at a McDonald's or a Walmart or something, they'll hire you. If you are persistent, following up with your application, they're like, okay, wow, this man wants to work. But with my experience with the entertainment industry, they see you as a pest, like they see you as being annoying. So I guess if you want to call it a blackball, a blacklist, like I just couldn't get a job. So YouTube was my way out. So that's I just started doing YouTube videos and finding my way to get my opinions and my voice out there. So but now we live in a realm where people saying 5, 10 years later, TV is gonna be not really big as it is or as it was as it has been since all our lives. But I've always wanted to do television as well, and I've always wanted to do music. Like I've wanted to be a singer too as well. So that's what I want to do. Does that answer your question? I know I was too long. Uh, so I have ambitions. Um, hey Donna, how old are you? 28. How old are you? Her background is very interesting. Whose background? You're most amazing. You would meet amazing people traveling alone. You don't get bored. Italy is yummy. Go with a group of strangers. Line up tours for the day. I heard in Italy they grab women by the butt. Like that's just like a common thing. Here in America, that's like you trying to go to jail for doing that, for harassing a woman. But in Italy, that's a common thing where that's like a compliment when a man just grabs your cheek that says you're beautiful. I don't know. If you don't mind asking this about how much. Yeah, I ain't answering that, but I talked about that before. But I mean, it's enough to for full time. But it's not something that you should rely on, because you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. Because I don't own YouTube. That's why That's why you should always have multiple streams of income. I wanted to be a journalist or a teacher. Yeah, Italy. What are you doing now, Ari? You're gonna be great. People will start noticing you soon. No, I've gotten noticed. Wendy Williams saw my videos. Ice Cube saw my videos. Like, I'm blessed. Within the 9 months that I've been doing this daily, I mean, this channel is 5 years old, but within like my record for 9 months, I think I've grown. Like, I've never had 100. Like yesterday, I had 700 people on here. 4 or 5 months ago, I barely had 20, 30 people that would stay on here. So I mean, it's like it's growing. Um, I just get depressed and down a lot. I think I have like my serotonin. I'm not a doctor, but I don't know, something here is low. I don't know. Here, you're right. You're right on track with living your life on your own terms. Just plug in little things here and there, a trip here, new hobby, or whatever. Yes, no, that's a good answer. Do you watch TV? I don't have cable, girl. I just talked about my outlet, my apartment not having the outlet. You see? Yeah, I don't have cable. But no, I don't watch TV. Even when I was living with my people, I had cable in my room, but I don't watch TV. Everything's been on the laptop, or the phone. Any other questions? I used to watch TV though. Like I was the 9 years old, 10 years old watching the news. I thought I was gonna be a news reporter. Like literally, I thought that was what like a news anchor. But in the back of my mind, I knew I loved music, and I knew I loved just I guess pop culture and stuff like that. So it was either out the or. You see, kind of like Wendy. Wendy knew she was going to be either or when she was in sixth grade. The same thing because when I was in sixth grade, they had a club in my school where they did the announcements and it would be on TV. And then I had done that several times and I said, oh, I can see myself doing this. You know what I mean? So ever since then, I've always been interested in like music, media, stuff like that. Um, yeah, I get down a lot. Like sometimes I'm cranky for no reason. Like right here, like my aura, like I just the feeling inside my head. I just feel like I'm pissed off or I'm cranky or I'm sad. What do you think about Meghan Markle? I mean, I talked about it, but like Meghan Markle, I agree with Piers Morgan when he says she's a social climber. Because it's the industry, it's Hollywood. Old ass man follows you on Twitter, and you DM him. You said you're a huge fan. Then you meet him at an Irish pub to get drinks, and then after that, you're introduced to Harry from the cab he put you in. But before that, she also applied to be a model on the Wendy Williams show. She also was a model on the Howie. She was a model on Deal or No Deal with Howie Mandel. So I do feel like she's a social climber. And I didn't watch the full 2 hour interview because I don't know. Like it was. I don't know if it's on there now, but CBS couldn't even get it. CBS had to pay millions of dollars just to air some of it. But um, I think she say that she didn't know the family was the way they are, like racist and stuff like that. I don't believe that. Like, come on now. Like, I don't even know anything about the royal family, but for you to even be surprised that you're going to be faced with discrimination and prejudiceness when literally that castle was built off the free labor and production of black people, come on now. Like, come on. You knew about that. That shouldn't be surprising. Uh, it costs money, and I don't have insurance. All right. I mean, I can afford it, but it's a lot of money to keep spending money. To see a therapist, a good therapist, that costs you at least minimum $150 per session. Um, that's why I tried. Harmony King says that's why I started trying to do my bucket list early, and it's hard. Really helped by giving me purpose in life, just throwing some things out there. How old are you? Yeah, I mean, right now in my life personally, like I'm trying to grow this or continue to grow this. I want to grow. I want to have another stream. Like I've thought about doing a blog or something because literally, God forbid, if I don't have this channel anymore, then I don't have you guys anymore. You see what I mean? So having a website or a blog to where you guys could sign up to like an email list or something, where I can always have you guys there. So I've thought about doing a blog and linking my blog to my channel. So just in case something happens and to where like I can't have access to my channel or something, that means I lose all of you. I lose all of my subscribers. You see what I mean? So YouTube and stuff, and then moving. I've been trying to move and trying to get a new place so then I can buy me a great camera and then I can make this live stream more interesting. I don't know if how would you guys feel to come on camera or to even talk like on a channel. Some people are shy. I'm not sure, but we can do something like that. So the live streams could be popping, baby. You all could be laughing, but yeah. So I've been focused on that. What do you think is going on with Britney Spears? I heard people are pushing Oprah to interview her. So you gotta just smoke. Oh Jesus! People tell me that, or people just say you need to have some, get you some sex. I don't. Britney Spears. I don't. I mean, I didn't even watch her documentary, but I do know this. I remember when she was on the X Factor, and Adrienne Bailon said on the reel that she had a communication coach, like somebody that tells her what to say and how to say it. You see what I mean? Because she didn't know how to communicate with people. So I do think something is mentally there, like something not. I do think something is mentally off. You see what I mean? Um, Now you're asking personal questions, Anna. No, I didn't. I'm definitely gonna be the last person to get mine. I encourage. Did you get yours? I encourage you to start actually living early, not just existing. How old are you, Harmony? But yeah, what you laughing for, Ari? That's true. When she was on the judge on the X Factor, she was making $10 million a year on her contract, and she had a communication coach, whatever you want to call it, a life coach, a hosting coach, I don't know, behind the scenes, telling her what to say because she's not mentally there, you know. And that's not to pick on her. She's from Louisiana. She's from Kentwood, Louisiana. Her sister, they stay in the country here in Louisiana. Okay, like I like Britney Spears. I like Zoe 101. I like Jamie Lynn. I like the family. You know what I mean? I just feel bad that she had to go through what she went through with the media. You know. 39. Okay. But yeah, I just feel bad for her. You know, money doesn't buy happiness. You know what I mean? So I feel bad. Um, Patreon.com, y'all. Patreon, baby, Patreon. I personally feel bad for her. Oh, so I do have I don't think I ever talked about this, but I do have like a song that so I'm gonna do an intro in the future for my channel. So like when you guys first watch my video, y'all gonna see like intro. You see what I mean? And I have a song that I made, and it's been in the making for probably a year now that I made that I'm gonna record in the studio. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do a music video or just kind of like it's like 15 seconds. It's not gonna be long, but it's gonna be like me singing a song. You know, it's gonna be catchy, and it's gonna be an intro, and it's very like it's catchy to the point where it's gonna be in your head. You're gonna sing it, like keep singing it. You know. Um, so that's I'm going to post that on my Patreon first. Y'all gonna see it first before 37,000 30 how many subscribers did I have? 33 almost 33,000 people see it. I need some sleeping pills. No, I have a song. I have I'm going to a studio and I'm going to be singing a song and I'm gonna do a video. Like I have the song like written and everything. Um Sleeping pills. I need some sleeping pills because I can't sleep for nothing. I just need to find out who's gonna do the video and how I'm gonna do it or how and what way I'm going to do it. I don't know. I may do different scenes, like I may be in the French Quarter, New Orleans, or I may be um like at different attractions in New Orleans that a lot of people go to, where I'm showing myself and then the video the music is playing. Um so we're gonna see. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do it, um but yeah, so I'm definitely going to be doing that. See, I'm yawning, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to sleep. 9 p.m. works. Now the song is in my head. What other questions do y'all have? Y'all are making me humming it now. Yeah. Y'all have any other questions? I've been on here for 2 hours. I'm curious if 50 people is actually still on here. Why is your name Sunny Lovato? Do you like Demi Lovato or something? I didn't talk about Wendy in a long time. It is bad, Sunny. Um, it's funny when she almost fell from her chair because the chair was loose. She did an after show with her crew, with John and John's son. That's John has been there since the 6 week sneak peek, and he's the maintenance guy. You know, he pretty much makes fix stuff and build stuff and stuff like that. And so when she was talking about it on an after show, she was wondering why people were screaming at her, and she said, "I don't know if people thought I was like off my rocker again." She didn't say it like that, but she like, I'm just paraphrasing here. So I don't know. I do think she's not mentally all the way there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Man, yeah, I love Demi Lovato too. All right, Miss Donna. Good night. I like her as well. I always wanted to see if I could interview her mother. Like her mom seems sweet, and by me interviewing her mother, see if I can get that interview with her daughter. You see what I mean? That's what I was thinking. It's like I need to strategize on how I can like interview because I watched her. We're the same age, so like I watched her on Camp Rock and everything. X Factor. Um, was she the judge when they came here to New Orleans? Oh yeah, she came down here in New Orleans when it was her. It was Paulina Rubio, Kelly Rowland, and Simon. Yeah, I was in the audience. I still have a clip of that in my file. I don't know if I should release it, but um, what I don't have that. Could you fix? Were you a Republican? Um, what do you think of Wendy News? I contacted him. Didn't you see that on my community page on his Instagram? He's like, you know what I told him? On his Instagram page, a lot of his photos is about Mario Lopez, like everything. Like his Mario's like pictures of Mario, Mario's career, everything. So I commented on his page. I'm like, "Are you Mario Lopez publicist? Because everything you post about him is." He was like, "Nah, I'm just supporting him." And then I replied, I was like, well, can I interview you? And he told me I got to contact Wendy Williams PR. Then I replied back and I said, wow. I was like, God damn, she got you locked down like that, you know? So I I I think she chose the wrong three. All three of them were in the industry. He's in the industry. I mean, he did some work for E with Julianne Rancic and everything. The security guard, the three people that it came down to for Wendy to choose is in industry. And then the person that does jazz is an opportunist, okay? And it's funny because we have the jazz artist, we have a mutual friend. You see what I mean? Because jazz is very popular here in New Orleans. So like, and he just kept talking about his stupid career. So he's on a come up. You know what I mean? And it's like somebody as attractive and good looking as he is trying to get with somebody that's 17, like I don't know what, 13, 14, 15 year older than him. Like he's just trying to like, you know, excel in his career. So I was hoping Wendy didn't choose him. And if she did choose him, I was gonna make a video about it, but I didn't because she didn't choose him. So yeah, all three of them. I don't know. I don't. And then the white man that she's with now, he went on television on national television and said that Wendy Williams is not his type. He said that. You see. So why the hell are you dating her? Don't say Mario Lopez put you. Mario Lopez didn't put a AK-47 to your head and told you, to be a contestant on a Wendy show. Like you're obviously doing it for freaking likes on Instagram. Do you like AOC? Yeah, I like AOC. Should Sharon? Yes, that hoe should be fired. She should be canceled. Not because she defended Piers Morgan, because she has a portfolio of being a prejudiced, bitch, and the audacity for her to talk about Wendy Williams and how she commentates on her show and talks about people, but yet Sharon Osbourne is a bitch behind the scenes. Like, you know, what is it saying? The pot calling the kettle, something like that. A lot of people say, I don't know. There's just a bunch of hypocrisy. So yeah, she should be fired. I'm so curious as to what the talk is gonna do. Like I'm like constantly curious. I'm waiting on Tuesday to come to see if that velvet looking bitch is on the show or not. So yes, she should be fired. She should be fired from the show. And really calling Darlene, the girl that played Sarah Gilbert, the girl that played on Roseanne, a pussy licker or a fish eater. And then they all acting like they friends on the show, like they have chemistry. That's a bunch of bullshit, like a bunch of BS. You know? Do you see? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Omarosa was trying to, have her moment, but in a way, Wendy did deserve it because you can't be talking um crap about people and then not expect them to confront you about it. So yeah, but that right there was not only good for Omarosa, but that was also good for Wendy because that was Wendy's I don't think it was her 6 week sneak peek, but she was definitely not in season two. And they played that during Wendy's full of shit documentary, her biopic. Like the director talked about it, and that was the one of the things that set Wendy up to be, or set Wendy's show to be seen as longevity, because there's no show like the Wendy show on TV. Like every host is like polished as hell. Um, and I'm sure they put Wendy through media training, because there is no way they're gonna have the stuff that Wendy said on the radio and have that be on television. You can't do that. So I'm sure she got media training, and and got went to a media coach and stuff like that, so they can kind of polish her a little bit on television and stuff. But she did change. She had to. Omarosa was like, "You changed." She did a little bit. She had to change for TV. You know, I don't understand why Wendy doesn't like Beyonce. I don't think she doesn't like Beyonce. I just think that um she just I don't know. She's just saying things that people think. Like when she said that Beyonce talks as if she has a fifth grade education. Where's the lie? That's not a lie. I mean, that's maybe a bad thing to say. I mean, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But Beyonce didn't even graduate high school. I don't think Beyonce has her GED, because when she was in Destiny's Child, she was like what, 15, 16, and then she was also acting on Nickelodeon and stuff like that. She was doing some episodes with some black actor that passed away. I think he committed suicide. I forgot his name. Jetson or something. Some show called The Jetsons on Nickelodeon. She did some Nickelodeon stuff. So where's the lie? She doesn't speak. Beyonce doesn't speak well. I mean that was a little harsh, but it was kind of funny when Wendy said that. I don't think she doesn't like her. I just think that that's what she do. That's who Wendy is. You know. Um, Same thing with Mariah Carey. That's just who Wendy is. You know what I mean? Beyonce, no. Like maybe she got better now, but if you look at clips, no. Like Beyonce's from Texas. She's from the South like I am. And if you have that thick Southern accent and you aren't articulate, you can't speak well, that's gonna be a problem. Like she needs speech with all that money she got. She needs speech therapy, like point blank in a period. And the only reason why her daughter won that Grammy was because her mother's Beyonce. I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. I like Beyonce because she's private and stuff like that. But like Wendy was not, she wasn't wrong when she said that. That's why she doesn't do interviews anymore. I feel like that kind of affected. Oops, I'm sorry. I feel like that kind of affected Beyonce in a way. She doesn't do interviews, but yeah, Blue Ivy. I don't like talking about people kids, but like I didn't even watch the video. I don't know if she can sing or not, but she got the Grammy because of her mother. That's just I'm just keeping it real. I'm not hating on the little girl. I don't like talking about people kids, but that's just how it is. I don't think Wendy is jealous. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Wendy wants to look like Mariah Carey or something like that because she just keep talking about her. Like I don't know why Wendy thinks Mariah Carey has a tick. She may do. She got bipolar disorder. She said, but Wendy got a tick as well. Wendy's obsession with gay men is because her husband's allegedly bisexual. Come on now. That's like, you know, who can't sing? Oh, Wendy. Oh, like her look for um I could have sworn when Simon Cowell was on the Wendy show, Simon implied that Wendy wants to look like Mariah Carey. I need to watch that interview again. I could have sworn he said that or something to that effect. That or at least it said that she reminds that Wendy reminds him of Mariah Carey. I don't know what he said, or maybe he said something to that effect. I'm not sure. I gotta watch it again. Um, Ti is full of shit. I don't like Ti. He needs to shut up. Yeah, like they freaks. Yeah, like first of all, you can tell. like clearly he's the dominant person in a relationship and she's just a submissive woman because clearly when they do interviews together, like she's just sitting there like as if she is from some foreign, I don't want to put my people down like that, but as if she is from some Middle Eastern radical country where she's just sitting there and he does all the talking and she just sits there. She's older than him, I believe. And so as if she's from like Saudi Arabia where she just got to sit there and like have permission to talk, you see? See, I can say that because I'm Middle Eastern, but and I don't like Saudi Arabia. So, but, but so yeah, I think they freaks for sure. Didn't she had a thing with Floyd Mayweather as well? So like they freaks. Yeah, I believe in the whole threesome and all of that drugging and stuff like that. Of course. Who allegedly Wendy husband is bisexual? Yes, that's not new information. Uh, what was your degree in? Why you? Anna, why you're putting a question mark and a exclamation point? Is it surprising that I have a college degree? Let me find out. Let me find out you're a white Supra. I'm joking. It was in business. Um, what did her sell? No, that's fine. You can ask that, but the way you word it and then you put an exclamation mark and then I'm just like, okay, like she's surprised I got a degree. Like stupid people got degrees. It's not hard to get a degree nowadays. Just ask Aunt Becky's daughter who got into a good school for money. Let's talk about Megan degree university. There's not much to talk about. She got an art history degree. That's it. No, I'm joking. I was just joking with you. Um, yeah, but her husband is allegedly bisexual. Like that's just Wendy Williams is bisexual. Yeah, Wendy as well allegedly. Wendy allegedly had threesomes a lot allegedly. Did y'all not watch the Judge Mathis interview when Wendy was on the radio? It's on YouTube. You know why Wendy had all those abortions allegedly because she aborted a lot of babies. I'm saying allegedly because her team watches my channel. She had a lot of abortions as well allegedly. Because her husband didn't want the babies allegedly. She had like 8 abortions, I believe, allegedly. If you watch the Judge Mathis interview, I think like he brings up the fact about her abortions. You see what I mean? That's why she couldn't produce a baby. You see, because of the previous abortions she had allegedly. You know, if you, Patreon.com if you got me. Patreon. Yeah, that's how she that's why she kept having those miscarriages because I think she had a lot of abortions. But from that Judge Mathis interview, they bring it. I have to watch it again, but it's been a while. You don't understand how Megan got that job. I do. Her father. What's there not to understand? Megan was a blogger on the Daily Beast, right? The blog that literally they're not. I mean, they're not just a blog. I mean, that blog is it's a prominent blog. It has like over 1 million followers on Twitter, so it's a good blog to work for. But they always bash Megan McCain. Like when stories come out of her on The View, they talk about her the way I talk about her. Okay, and that used to be her former employer. So, um, and then at 24, she did an appearance on The View, and how she was then 10 years ago is different how she is now in terms of personality. So I mean, she just climbed her way to the top. Blog, she already got the free marketing. She's been on TV, since she was a kid with her father going on campaigns. So that's free marketing right there. All you got to do is turn on the camera and you got views. She can get I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 subscribers in a week. She already got marketing right there. I mean, it's not hard. She can speak clearly. She's a white woman. She's blonde. Come on now. I am John McCain's daughter. Remember how she slapped the table on The View? She told Joy, I am John McCain's daughter. And Joy was like, I am. Joy Behar said her father's name. Um, she is. I know it's not fair. I don't think a Meghan McCain or like Michael Strahan from Good Morning America. I don't think people like that should be getting a job as a commentator or correspondent. I think that kind of kills the opportunity for people who actually went to school and paid their dues to 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 um to work for like a high market like an ABC Good Morning America or something like that. I'm not hating on Michael Strahan, but tell me where's his experience in journalism or being a correspondent? He was a football player. Like, come on now. Like that's not fair for people who actually put into work and had to go through blood, sweat, and tears. You know, that's not fair. I don't really believe her about her politics at all. She sips sometimes. She still sometimes says how she feels. Yeah, I feel like she leans more left. I think she does, but it's her husband. You know, that's what I'm talking about. So Cornelius Strahan is likable though. Uh, he's all right, I guess. I don't know. I don't care for him. I know he was on that show with Kelly Ripa. I think that was messed up how he got treated, but still, like, you know, I graduated from political science, but can't get a good job. See, political science degrees, psychology degrees, even like a journalism degree, those degrees are like hard to even get a job. I've thought about going back to school and majoring in political science, but when I saw the curriculum, I ain't trying to be in school for 3 years. Like, nope. Not even for a master's degree. I'm not going back for what? But I've thought about it, you know, because I'd be bored. Uh, but political science, you can get a job. Like, what was your reasoning behind going to school for political science? You wanted to work for government? Yeah, people say it's not who you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know. But it's not only who you know, it's who's reliable within who you know. You see what I mean? Because a lot of these people, they're fickle, you know, they're flaky. They tell you they're going to help you out or set you up with an internship, and you email, you follow up, you don't hear back. So it's not only about who you know, it's about who's actually reliable. Um, United Nations, oh Jesus. What do you do now? Somebody told me I should start doing lives to get more patrons, but that clearly isn't working. Let me see if I can do lives to get people to sign up on Patreon. Abu Saifan, where you from? You sound like you my people. Abu Saifan. What other questions do y'all have? So you graduated, so what you doing now? Hell no. I want one, but I can barely take care of myself. I fell in love with a you know the police dogs that they use to detect drugs and stuff. It's called a Bengali Malinois. It's also a dog that people use in the army and stuff. Also a dog that people use to or people said that the dog actually attacked Osama bin Laden, but I don't know. Those dogs are like super smart, but it's like you need like a big yard. You need to be super active because if you don't give it attention, it messes up your place. But yeah, I mean, I've always wanted a dog, you know. I got told I'm a dog growing up. Why we need a dog? To my parents, they was like, "You're a dog." Will you post a video tomorrow? So now y'all thinking I'm unreliable by asking that. Will you post a video? Let me see if this video. Oh, I have a video posted now. Well, I didn't publish it, but I have a video for tomorrow. So technically, I can be off tomorrow since I have a video now. I'm joking. I may do the video and a live. Does that sound good? Um. Oh, okay. So you're working. That's good. I graduated in 2016. So no, I don't mind you asking. So like 2012, 2016, that situation. Oh, where did I go? Oh, I already said that yesterday. I thought you said when. See, clearly I'm getting tired. I thought I read that when. Um, I went to University of New Orleans, UNO. would it help if people sent you topics we want to hear about, or do you like finding things? I usually find them myself, but I don't mind. Like if you have something, people do that. They type in the comments like y'all wanted me to talk about the talk so bad that I made it almost a 30-minute video about it. So that video alone got a lot of views. Even when I posted it at 10 at night, I did a live about it, and it got a lot of views. Like yesterday. Wait, no, not yesterday. No, I'm talking about the sharing. I talked about it yesterday, but the first video as well got a lot of views. But yesterday's video got a lot of views as well. I had like almost 1,000 people in here on my live stream, and I never had that before. So that tells me I'm growing on my channel. What made you pick New Orleans? Not my choice, Anna. Unfortunately, I was young. I lived here most of my life. Um, I wonder how Megan entered Columbia University. I applied there, but wasn't able to get in. Meghan Markle. Oh, who's Megan? Oh, Megan McCain. She went to Columbia. My bad. I had a subscriber that said he had a class. I'm not sure if he was lying or not, but it sounds like he was being honest. He had a class with Megan McCain and the woman that looked like she stank. What's her name? Barry Wise. And he was like, they're suck up kind of people. Megan McCain and Barry Wise, they both have the same personality. They like to play victim. So of course they're best friends. She's not stupid. She just says stupid shit. Not one person want to do a Patreon. Not one person. It's funny. Each time I do a live stream, I get something. But did I shout out the people that I think I shout out the people that gave me a super chat. I didn't want to be rude. I think I did, didn't I? Participants. Yeah, I did shout out the people that gave me a super chat. I did. Or I said thank you. Yeah. No, she's not dumb. I just think she says stupid stuff. Yeah. A lot of them they pay and they get away with it. They don't get caught like um what's her I don't know her real name. Uh McLowan is her last name, but Aunt Becky from Full House. See, I can Full House was my show growing up with Aunt Becky. Um Now whenever I think about that show, like it makes me think about her. You see, I think she tainted that show. And even with Bill Cosby, that was my show growing up too. I can't watch that show anymore or look at it the same without thinking about Bill Cosby. Or Full House. I love that show, you know. That used to be my show growing up. Everywhere you look, everywhere so hard, so hard. I feel alone to you. If you're out there, you're all alone. That was my show. Um, so I can't watch that show without thinking about Aunt Becky. You know. Yeah, that's a Raven out. That was my show too. Raven Simone and the Tamara Mowry, Hillary Duffs. Those are the people I can name that they really didn't, get crazy or whatever. Um, I guess Miley Cyrus, but because Disney and Nickelodeon, those child stars, that stuff ruin you. You're an adult. You're an adult at 13, 14, 15 years old. And they they look at you as if you're an adult. Tamara's husband is crazy. I talked about him yesterday. Y'all was laughing when I was talking about him. I don't know if you was on my live yesterday, but I had a whole bunch of people in there because I was talking about the talk. That's still trending. So, um, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I even watched a couple episodes of her Raven's Home. I watched like 3, 4 episodes of it. Like it's interesting. I haven't finished it, but I liked it too. I always liked Chelsea too. Off of that, I thought she was hilarious. Um, she's talented too, but I don't know. I think she didn't really get as famous as Raven Simone, maybe because I don't know her name or her look, maybe. Um, but she's talented too. She can sing and she can act. Uh, I was looking at Ari to see if she was black or what. Cause you say you wanted to be her. They, Mary Kate and Ashley, they look like. I mean, they're in their 30s, I believe, right? But oh my God, like the face, too much meth going on. You see, too much meth. They have another sister. A lot of people didn't know they have a sister, Elizabeth Olsen. A lot of people didn't know that because it's always Mary Kate and Ashley. The other sister looked just like them as well, but oh, okay, I was looking. So how was that growing up? Did you have an identity crisis being biracial? Sonny Halston YouTube spammed your comment. Says I don't think Tamara likes black. Well, Tamara identifies as a black person, you know. But I was saying this yesterday on my live stream. I don't see why she um identifies as a black woman when her husband is not pro-black. You see what I mean? Um, I think you guys would agree with me when I say that the whole Trayvon Martin situation, his passing was because of him was a factor in it, which I don't know, like why she's married to a man. And this is people who I find suspect when a white person says I wasn't raised to see color. Okay, he said that on the real. I wasn't raised to see color. My parents didn't raise me like that. Bullshit. Bunch of bullshit. Okay, where is he from again? Like the same commentary on Trevor Noah, and Trevor Noah was like, "So, what color do you see at a traffic light?" He made a little pun around it and stuff like that. But people that say that shit, I don't see color. Those are the main ones that are suspect. Those are the main racist ones. You see what I mean? Where where are you from, Sonny? You from the UK? Tavares is like she was. I wouldn't say that. I don't care that she. I don't do the whole oh that person sounds white or the person sounds black or something like that because I think that's that's being prejudiced as well. I just don't like the fact. I don't know. I just don't like her husband. I just don't like her husband. I already talked about this yesterday. The girl lost her virginity at 29 years old to that man after dating him for 5 years. She decided to commit sin after living her life by the Bible, by the fake Bible. And so after he used her with sex, he dumped her, you know. And so she kept calling that man, like she worshiped that man like he is God. Tia was like, "Who are you calling? Adam." She kept calling that man, until they got back together. So in her mind, she had sex with him. He was the reason why she lost her virginity. So she had to marry him, whether he's a racist or not. Um, what did you reply? Whatever happened to Mary Kate? I'm mixed with black and white. You did reply. Not really. Honestly, I was just seen as black growing up. I got treated normal. So you felt like you were more aligned with your black side and your white side, right? Because I find that people that are biracial, it's either one out of the two. It's not both. You see what I mean? For the most part. Because with Sonny Halston, she said that the Latino community did not accept her. That's because a lot of Latinos, they don't like black people. Um, so she felt more aligned with her black side than her Latino side. Why do you think on The View when Governor Newsom was on and he appointed Padilla to take Kamala's Harris position since Kamala is now vice president? Why do you think Sonny Hawson asked him why didn't he choose a black person? And that pissed me off because, he chose a Latino that's first generation American that clearly, I'm assuming is is capable of doing the job. So I thought that question was uncalled for, and then I was like, of course, The View appoints her now because she's the token black girl on The View, and a lot of people got mad at me in the comments for saying that. Well, yeah, that's true. She is the token black girl for the View because she came out with a book exposing The View of having a white Supra who's in charge of Sonny's and these main talents that are on TVs, promotion, salaries, and everything. Barbara Fredida. So now, and the View wanted to censor her book, so she legally got some lawyers on their asses, and so her book ended up coming out. But she didn't mention Barbara Frida's name. She didn't mention the journalist Yashar Ali who called Sonny Halson to tell her, "Hey, Barbara Fredida called you low rent." It's true. So she is now the token black girl. Anything with questions about blackness is going to be given to Sonny by the producers. You never hear Whoopi. You never hear Whoopi giving those questions because Whoopi is a Democratic elitist. Okay, Whoopi has trauma for being blackballed in 2004 when she said something about George Bush, the son, in her comedic act. So she was blackballed for 5 years. And had it not been Barbara Walters to hire her on The View, she would still be out of a job today. So Barbara Walters gave her that job to be on The View. And then opportunities followed after that. So Whoopi's like, don't put me in this. I'm just trying to get my daughter and my grandbabies settled until I retire, okay? So yeah, she knows how to behave, or I wouldn't say behave. She knows how to fall in line, or with white society. The people who sign her paycheck. Uh, yeah, exactly. When you're mixed with black, that's it. You're black. Exactly. Um, Sonny is shady too. Like, she be acting like she's all about, just I don't know, facts and everything, but with the whole tea sip and everything, like you can't have it both ways. Like, you're not a journalist if you do all of that on television. Like, she got a journalism degree, but that doesn't mean she's a journalist. Like, you can have a baby as a mother or dad, but you're not a mom or dad if you didn't take care of that baby, right? If you don't perform the duties of a mother and a father, right? You're just a father or a mother by egg or sperm, correct? So, you know, I like Sunny too. It's just sometimes I think she's a little extra with the whole race stuff. And yeah, the black people get mad about me when I say that in my comments, when I post videos, but I don't care. They get pissed off. But I thought that question about I think his name's Alex Padilla, about him being appointed as opposed to a black person. I thought that was uncalled for because she is half Latino, Sonny, and like he's a person of color. And California makes up 40% of the Latino population. So I mean, like, come on now, it's not a big deal that they didn't appoint a black person. Like, it's not a big deal. He's still a person of color. Um, exactly. You know. So So yeah, I just thought that was uncalled for even her to ask that question. But you got to understand, it's the producers also tell her, hey, you want to ask this question to Governor Gavin Newsom or to somebody else, because she branded herself. Unfortunately, with her coming out with and telling the truth about ABC and The View, they now see her as this token black girl. I'm just saying. They now see her as that. And I'm not the only one that's saying that. There's black people that say it as well, like in the industry, in the media industry. You see what I mean? Because now they see her, they call her an expert, but really she's just a caricature for them, you see. Whoopi ain't talking. Whoopi trying to get her check, do her hour. Joy Behar and Whoopi trying to get their hour check. And then the hour salary, whatever, for the month, for the week, and they going home. That's it, they done. Same thing with Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey's not about that. Let's protest about white America and blah blah blah. He old. He's like, I made it. I'm a millionaire. I'm not about to lose everything about black society. So this is how the industry is. It's either you a Whoopi. I mean, it's either you are a Monique or a Steve Harvey. Monique said she's the money game. She's the integrity game before the money game. And Steve Harvey is shut your mouth. I'm gonna fall in line, do my job, and go home. Even though if I have to sacrifice my soul in falling in line for white America to sign my check, she do. She was blackballed for 5 years. I don't know if you know what blackballed means, meaning that you are not going to be hired for 5 years. I mean, like, can you blame her? Like, I don't agree with the notion lately that just because somebody's black means that they are going to fight for black people. Just because you're black isn't a sole reason to be elected. Some people don't understand that. It's kind of like a cult following, like Donald Trump. Like, Trump can't do nothing wrong. I agree too. Like, just because you're black, that doesn't mean representation is important, but you can't just sit there and just say or vote for somebody because they're black. That's what a lot of people did for Obama, I believe, because he was black. Whoopi, no, okay. So Whoopi got blackballed as a comedian. She wasn't hired on The View yet. This was in 2004. So 5 years later, I believe she got hired in 2009. Barbara Walters gave her a shot to join The View. So she was blackballed from 2004 to like 2009, meaning she wasn't hired at all. Like, she lost sponsorships, she lost everything because she didn't really say anything bad about him. She just said something about, George Bush. She said Bush, and then you know how some people got that Bush down there. Some people don't shave their vajayjay, or if you're a man, your little penis, whatever. They don't shave, or they just like it like that. I don't know. So she made some joke like that, and then that just, I don't know, that started controversy, and she lost everything all because of that. I don't think that. I mean, that's a comedian. Like this, I don't think she said anything wrong. It was just a joke. So exactly, but I don't know if you understand English, Sonny, but so she was blackballed from 2004 to 2009, and then she got hired by Barbara Walters. I don't know when she started on The View, in between maybe 2008, 2009. I'm not sure. Is what we are in 2000. We're in 2021. So she's been there about 11, 12 years now, Whoopi. Um, 5 years, and you live in a big mansion and stuff like that. Whoopi's not living in no damn apartment. Whoopi got expenses. Like, the salary you make would be her monthly expense, like $30,000 a month, $40,000 a month, that stuff. And then you have a child, and then you have grandkids and stuff like that. You know, and you trying to, that's just, you run out of money. She said she almost ran out of all her money. So you got to think about it. 5 years. So, like, you got to think for her own self. I don't know if she paid off her house, but whatever. For her own self for a year, that's at least 1 million. And then she got her child, Alex, who's grown as hell, but I don't know if she work. I don't know, but she helping her daughter, and she helping her daughter's daughters, and so like that stuff adds up. And so you want to leave stuff for your kids, or and for your child before you pass away. So yeah, Ari, they censored your comment, but I'm reading it on my laptop. It says, "I love me some Whoopi, and she does speak up for things. She does it in a grown woman way. She damn near DIED about 2 years ago. She isn't playing those kid ass games. Yeah, she almost did. Do you think Whoopi gonna leave soon? Yeah." She was supposed to leave before the Trump era, but her daughter convinced her to stay to renew her contract. Joy Behar's contract ends next year. So Joy Behar, y'all thought I was clickbaiting, but no, I showed y'all the damn verbatim that Joy Behar did with the Daily Beast, Meghan McCain's former employer. that she said that she thinks she's done at 2022. She's going to be 80. She said if she still looks good the way she looks now, she'll stay, but she's thinking about traveling. So she's thinking about leaving. So because you wrote died, I can show it, but I can't see it on my phone, but on my laptop I can see it. Um, yeah, she looks good, but you gotta when you're 80 years old, that's kind of I don't know. Things happen at 80 years old. Duh, I know. Anna just all of a sudden popped in. I wrote Megan McCain just quit The View. Like she just quit. Like in other words, not really. She said something that implied that she was quitting. I think she said I'm tired of coming on the show or something. So I wrote is my interpretation of it was Megan McCain just quit. Like, but y'all read it as Megan McCain just quit The View. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I write titles so y'all can click on it because that's just how it works. That's just how YouTube works. You see what I mean? And Anna read me for filth right there. The day Joe leaves the show. Uh, the show is going to be canceled. Hey Sydney, how are you? Yeah, I like when Joy's on there. Yeah, like I like her sense of humor. I think she's suspect with her prejudiceness sometimes, but because she's from that time. Yours, hello, Megan needs to exit the show. Keep the rest of the ladies. No, I think Megan needs to stay on. I think it's boring without Megan McCain, to be honest with you. Plus, she gives me content to talk about. Come on now, I ain't trying to lose my coin. No, you're fine, Anna. I thought that was hilarious. I know, Anna. I'll be seeing you on that other blogger's channel that talks about the View. I'm not gonna say the name, but who do you like better, Anna? Let me stop. I mean, at least I show my face. I'm just saying, you know, no shade against her or anything. I can't spell her name, but Jedediah Bila. Oh yeah, I like Jedediah. A lot of people didn't like her. I don't know why, but I like her. With Jedediah, she wasn't scared to. A lot of people they're scared of Whoopi. I guess because she's like a legend and stuff like that, and they want to respect her, and they're just intimidated. But Jedediah, like she didn't care. Like she would debate Whoopi. You see what I mean? Same thing with Rosie O'Donnell, and I felt like Whoopi don't like people that challenge her like that. So, um, yours support me on Patreon. Come on, Patreon.com, baby, Patreon. Um, oh, so you watch that channel too? I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing against that. I mean, I person, whatever, but you know, there's nothing against that or whatever. But yeah, I watch her too sometimes. I like the way she speaks and everything. But she doesn't, I mean, I even commented on her page one time and I was like, "Hey, I talk about the View and everything, but she doesn't want to work with other YouTubers and stuff like that." But so and that's fine. She saw my channel before, like, um, I think she kind of was just like, "Oh, I don't make videos about the View every day. I'm not trying to stop people's hustle and stuff like that." So I guess that was a little shade towards me, but you know, um, yeah, I think she's too polished for my taste, though. She's too polished because it's kind of like I don't start drama here and stuff like that. But then again, you're talking about Megan McCain and you're talking about the drama at the View. So she's kind of like me. I lay it out on the table. It's kind of like, yeah, I like the drama. Yeah, it's entertainment. I'm not gonna be like PC about it. You see what I mean? Or I'm not gonna block somebody or for making a bad comment. Hell, I like bad comments. I welcome it. I welcome free speech here. I find bad comments to be hilarious. Yeah, I don't understand. I be reading our comments and I laugh at them like a lot. So, but I'm not about to block somebody because they made a bad comment. You see what I mean? That's too much. I don't got time for all of that. So, Ari, I think I saw you comment on there as well. You know, but I like the way she speaks and everything. I think she used to be a news reporter, or worked for media. I believe she said that. Um, yeah. So, um, yeah, but I don't know anybody else that talk about the View besides me and that other. I mean, I'm not gonna say their name because they don't say they don't say other bloggers' names, so I'm not about to say their name. But so, but yeah, I mean, she makes money from her channel. She monetizes it. So I mean, I don't know why she says that, like she's making money off of it. Clearly, she has two channels and they have ads running. So, you know, she's making a good coin. So, you know, but it is what it is. Abe, presume your comment got censored because you cursed. You said F the view. Why F the view? No. See, I liked her when she was on at Sarah Strand and Kiki. I like her as a person. I think she's a good friend and stuff like that. Like she seems like she's genuine, but I think she needs to have her same personality from SSK when she was on Sarah Strand and Kiki. I think she needs to bring that to the View. She's too serious all the time, and that's boring. She's very to herself. I'm very to myself too. Are you talking about the blogger or are you talking about Sarah? Uh I think you're gonna cry when Megan leaves the View. No, that video is gonna go viral. That video is gonna make my subscriber base go up. Now, Abby Huntsman. Um, I agree, Abe, in some way. I just talked about the Cuomo situation. Who would you rather have? No, Abby Huntsman was a dingbat. When Abby Huntsman first came on that show, when I was doing a video about her, I put news reporter because she talks like a news reporter. The only reason why Abby Huntsman got that job was because of Meghan McCain. Okay, like you don't go picking up scripts to producers to getting a job on The View. Like, and I know she was on Fox News, and I saw some clips. I was like, okay, she got a little bit of talent. She okay, but I mean, but she only got the job because of Meghan McCain, and she only got the other job at Fox because of her father. That's it. Um, I don't associate myself with other people either. Uh, who? I don't have other YouTube. What you mean? Well, one person, because I took their course, and every month they share my videos. But other than that, we don't talk personally or anything. Let me find out you watch them too. You know who I'm talking about, Anna Joy. I don't associate myself. Um, what are you, African American, Abe? I don't know associate. I told you I don't like people. Like I just told you I don't believe in YouTube friends, celebrity friends. I just told you that. Um, I had one. I Oh yeah, well that's because I took her course and I paid for it out of pocket over $100, and part of that was so they can share it like once a month. But that really doesn't really. I mean, it did a little bit for my channel, like 10 subscribers for a video, but it really hasn't really done anything. But um, from personal experience, it takes a lot for somebody to have that many subscribers and still, like, if I wanted to contact that person, they still reply. You see what I mean? A lot of people, they think they're big and they forget about you, but with that person, um, I'm gonna say her name with Layla Lynn. Yeah, yeah, she's great. She helps and everything. Like if I'm like, hey, like how you do this, like she's like you do it this way or something like that. She's cool people. Now I tried to because her content is different than mine. She talks about like Real Housewives and stuff like that. And I did her show one time. Like I was on with on I think it was on her show, and then yeah, it was on her show with it was like she did a live stream and she invited people on, and then I did it one time. But that's it. I do. YouTube has helped me through college. Like there were like literally the money I paid for college, like I could have learned for free on YouTube with accounting, with Spanish, whatever. Like YouTube has helped me through college. My God, when I understand accounting, debits and credits, so geez. Um, Yeah, but I say vloggers names if they if they're cool whatever. I just don't say the other ones names about the view because you know I commented on her page one time and she didn't like so I mean it's whatever. Um, they don't deserve to promote, so that must be why. Yeah, she has a course, or she still does it, but yeah, you get a share and stuff like that. I really don't get traction. She used to share it on her community page, and then she started sharing it on her stories page because she said it doesn't get a lot of likes or views. But the community page tab gets more clicks than the story page. So I mean, I mean it's whatever. I really don't need it anymore. It doesn't matter. But yeah. So yeah, so she supports other channels, like which is great. You know what I mean? So she's successful at it. And like if I email her or whatever, she'll respond. It's not like, oh, I'm too big to respond to you or something like that. You know, you can't get that nowadays with people in the industry. So, but yeah, but we have different content. She posts about Real Housewives and stuff. I don't watch the Real. I feel like I'm missing out on content because that's a popular show. Like I never watched like Nene Leaks. I just know Nene from being on Wendy and Wendy talking about her. I never watched the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like I've thought about watching all of the seasons because it's a popular show, but I've never really cared for reality like Housewives and stuff like that. But I don't know. But you know. Otherwise, maybe I probably could do more, um, what to call it, more collaborations. I don't know, but sometimes she collaborates with other people, and I kind of feel like, okay, well, I asked you before, to collaborate, and you didn't want to, but you're doing all of these live streams with other people. I don't know, so, but it's people have their ways about them. It's cool. Yeah, they do. Um, I don't, to me, a friend is like I go out to eat, I go out to dinner with, I go out to the movies, like we talk on the phone. My definition of friends is very old fashioned. It's not very loose, like Megan McCain says all the time, or celebrities, or even people like you and I say all the time, you know. But I did have a big, well-known YouTuber that I knew before they blew up, and they kind of shaded me on their video one time. Like we talked on the phone, like and everything. They got millions of like they big, y'all probably watch them, but their content is different. They're not a news commentary. Um, you know, and they're like huge right now. They did an interview with CBS, they got a big house, they're a millionaire, like multi-million, everything, you know what I mean? But it's kind of like some people change, when you get big and stuff like that. And I could have started drama. I could have made a video about it and talked about it and probably got some views out of it. But it's not really. I don't care for that. It's not like you know. Um, she said, "My man's finally home. Good night, everybody." All right, all right, Ari. It's YouTube. It's not celebrity. I know some people do Um, YouTube reports about other YouTubers, but nah. I like Tasha K. I like her channel. I like Funky Deneva's channel. He's very smart. Like I love how he just breaks down stories, and I'm happy that he's on Fox Soul and he's doing like I like to see people do good. I like Gay Babe TV. They're a vlogger channel. They talk. It's kind of like an interracial couple. I watched them for like 10 years before I even did this with y'all with YouTube and everything. Um, I watch them from time to time. Who else I like? Layla Lynn, of course. I'm gonna say her name. Yeah, Kay Sherelle. We just talked about her. She talks about The View. I don't mind seeing people names. Her, every now and then, like I would watch and see what she's saying and stuff like that. But that's really it. I mean, I watch some other, like other people. I used to watch some other people, but they do vlogs. Y'all not really interested in vlogs, vloggers. Who else? Who else do I? Yeah, but just vloggers and stuff like that. I used to watch Fozy Tube. He's a Palestinian. Um, Lily Singh, and she got that talk show and stuff like that. So I like to see people do good. I feel like there's opportunity for everyone. Like I'm like when I'm somebody's friend, I'm their. Oh, Lovely T. How can I forget about her? Lovely T. Like I watch her every now and then. So you know, everybody. I'm not. Michelle, who's that? Uh, I think I know who that. Let me look her up. Look, I'm not. The only reason why I started YouTube is because this. I've always dreamed about doing this on TV. A lot of people are on YouTube just because they saw. I don't know the opportunity. Like I've been wanting to delve in entertainment, since I was born, since I was a kid, and I've tried the old fashioned way, but it didn't work out. So, I was like, let me just try YouTube and see if that works. Who's that? Is that a YouTuber as well? Let me see. Why is my internet slow? I'm trying to look up these people y'all are saying. Um, Hold on. Let me see. Okay, you said Michelle Brown. Wait, I did look her up. I knew isn't that the chick that talked badly about see, I don't like talking about people like that. But yeah, I looked her up because I knew her from Funky Deneva when he like was on Tasha K and they did that interview and like him and her they had a friendship, right? That's her, right? Right? Yeah. Isn't that her? Yeah, and I was like, "Oh wow." Like I watched that whole interview with him and Tasha K talking about her. I was like, I didn't know who that was before. And yours, let's see. But I wish everyone well. Like, I don't need her coming for me. Like, I know I said his name, but he said if you say her name with my name aligned to it, then you're gonna get attacked. I don't want her attacking me now. Who else? Who else did y'all say? I'm trying to look up the people straight from the A. That a person? Straight from the. Is that the same person? Straight from the A? Oh, that is the same person. I didn't know. Oh, okay. Oh, there was another YouTuber that talks about black people that I watched. I forgot her name or that I saw some clips about. Her channel is more of a podcast. She doesn't really show her face. She just talks about it. But she has like over 100,000 subscribers. Forgot her name. What's her name? Oh, Paris Milan, I believe that's her name. I've stumbled on her videos before or watched some of her videos. Yeah, that's her name. Oh wow, she has almost 300,000 subscribers. Yeah, she does. See, she doesn't show her face at all, and she gets a ton of views. So, but yeah, man, I don't know. I wish everybody well. I don't understand. Oh, daytime tea time. I watch her. Of course, I watch her. Yeah, she hasn't been posting, but I watch her as well. Um, so and then of course, I'm not gonna lie. I did watch the drama between all of that and everything, and some of the stuff that was said. I don't know. Tasha's just funny. I just laughed. I don't know who that is. Bonnie Blue. I watched the drama between and I laughed at some of it. I just thought it was funny. I don't know. Oh, Storm Monroe. I watch him like from time to time. Because he you know, grew from YouTube, like, grow on YouTube from Tasha K and everything. I watch him just to see how far he's gotten and stuff like that. Who's from New Orleans? Wait, I think I stumbled on a vlogger that's from New Orleans that did her. Yeah, she did a collaboration with Layla Lynn. Yeah, she's from New Orleans. Yeah, I mean, I thought about reaching out, but I don't know. Did she talk about? Yeah, she talks about reality. Yeah, I don't watch those shows. So I mean, I don't know. Hip Hop Atlanta and all of that. Yeah, basketball wise. Yeah, I don't watch reality TV. That's why I really don't, you know. Oh Lord, I didn't have issues with nobody. They just like uh they threw like shade at me, Uh, you know. I don't know. Just when you grow, you get like that. I don't know. I guess I should do a video on it, but I gotta find a video of where she threw shade. But this was like a year ago. Um, so like I had issues with my channel, right? And then we spoke, and they offered for me to go to. This was like before COVID. This was way before COVID. I'm trying to think of the date. Let's see. Yeah, this was like beginning of 2020. Yeah, I had their number and everything. Then my phone broke and I ended up losing their number. Yeah. So, but anyways, they offered me to go collab with them. Like, as long as I go there, because like I end up being demonetized and everything. Um, But anyway, so I reached out, and during that time, like when I reached out, like I didn't show my face. You see on YouTube, like I did everything. I changed, like I didn't show my face because I didn't have a camera or nothing. I'm not hiding or whatever. I just didn't have. I'm shooting from a webcam, well, on my phone, but from what I'm shooting now, I found out I had a webcam on my editing software. So, but yeah, so like they just implied that on their video and everything, and the way they said it was rude and everything. So I don't know. Like they didn't say my name, but I knew they were talking about me because we had a phone conversation and everything. But I don't know. I'm not saying the name. But it's funny. I do have like when I my channel was a weight loss channel, right? And I've gained like um I would say close to a million views just from the weight loss genre. And I did have, I don't know if they're still in here, but I have this person that I don't know if I should say that, but that knows the person that shaded me, whatever. But I don't know. I think they left. They're not in here no more. And then they come in here. The person came in here and commented, and try to get my attention and stuff like that. But, it's like I'm not about to acknowledge you because, like, I went through some shit. I was homeless and stuff like that, and like you never really came to my channel before I sort of, got the viewerships that I got now. So I'm not about to acknowledge you. Like, I don't know. That's just I don't know. Like, I'm just like that. You see what I mean? Tell us who the big. I want to know. Patreon. Maybe I'll tell it on Patreon. Oh Lord. Yeah. Yeah, I know, huh? I'm still here. You see what I mean? And nobody signed up for Patreon. You see that? Patreon.com. I don't know. I just didn't want to start. I didn't want to be a drama YouTube channel. That's just to me. This is why YouTube has started stricter policies because a lot of these YouTubers from the past and these drama channels in the past, they started using foul language on YouTube and doing foul things. So YouTube has gotten to the point where they're they're trying to be strict like television, and they end up going through a big, huge LAWSUIT from the government where they paid 170, I think 170 million dollars. They changed their policies and everything. So like this is what happens when you take advantage of a platform that's free that you can potentially get big on if you're consistent. Um, so now everybody has to suffer through that. You see what I mean? Um, but but yeah, I mean, like, I want everybody to win. Look, I want everyone to win. Like, I'm not for all of that. Like, I don't know any of these people. Like, the only thing I talk about is what's in the media. That's I've always wanted to do, like politics or whatever, pop culture. Put my opinion on it, whatever. You know, my intentions is never to hurt anybody. It's just I'm just expressing my opinion. That's it. That's all it is. It's all good in the hood. Um, but I don't know. I felt like though if I did that video about acknowledging that person, um, that maybe they would reach out or something. But I don't know, it's not worth it. I don't know. What's up with Ruben? I don't know. I've been on here for 3 hours and almost 30 minutes. Maybe that's why I'm rubbing my eyes. Oh, I watch Philip Defranco sometimes. Now this man, he's the one with that makes $50,000 on his Patreon a month alone. Okay, this man got almost 7 million subscribers, and I watched his channel. I'm not gonna lie, he's I don't want to be mean, but he who me? Oh, Philip. I'm talking about now. I'm talking about a YouTuber, but he's like big up there. So I mean, Yo, I used to watch Ray William Johnson, but he retired from YouTube. Like he was the main person that did commentary on YouTube. Him and what's his name? What the Buck? Michael Buckley, I believe his name is. But it was him, but even before him, it was Ray William Johnson. Or even during that time was Ray William Johnson. And he used to cover trending stories, but he retired from YouTube. I don't know what he's doing now. But Philip DeFranco, to me, like he gets like a million views per video. Who? Philip DeFranco? Which one? Tell me. Tell me. Yeah, he's been on YouTube for like his channel like for 10 years, 10 plus years. But I don't know. I don't want to be rude, but he's boring to me. I find his videos to be boring. No personality. You know, he reports the stories and that's it. He's more of a, like a reporter. Um, yeah, but he's boring to me. I tried watching him. I'm like, how the hell this man got all these views? Like I know his production is A1, like his production is great. I'm just like the personality, I'm just like, huh? Oh, there was another guy. Um, I don't watch him, but I heard about him. He talks about YouTubers, and his name is, yeah, Sanders Kennedy. He stopped and he went back on, you know. But he talks about YouTubers. So I mean, I try to find everybody, see who's on here. Like no matter if you're whatever a guy, girl, whatever. I try to find people, but or I get recommended sometimes. So, but yeah, Philip DeFranco, that man is rich, 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 rich. He has like a vlog channel. Then he has his, you know, his main channel, and I'm just like, how does this man get all these views? See, a lot of people was telling that he was begging when he first started Patreon. People were saying this man is begging for money, yada yada yada, you know, and stuff like that. Um, but no, it's just like he's providing the service, he's talking, he's entertaining to you guys. YouTube is free. I mean, I think he's providing a service to you guys and you guys like to watch him like per se. So I mean, I wouldn't see like why is it bad for him to charge a certain amount of money like every month. YouTube has that option now. It's called a join button, but I never activated mine. Yeah, man, I've been on YouTube since 2008, 2009. Like yeah, like I've been trying to do YouTube for a long time and finally I'm not gonna put bad karma on myself, but finally I've gotten some traction like 10 years late, well, 12 years later. So like it only took 12 years. And had I been on YouTube since 2009 and stuck with that channel that I had before or channels that I had before, I probably would be like a million, 2, 3 million subscribers. Um, right now. Like YouTube changed. I used to watch Glozell. Now she blocked me. That's a YouTuber, but she's not as big as she was before. Glozell, like she blocked me. Because back in the day, like if you had a YouTube channel and you trying to get your videos to get views, you can reply on somebody's, like let's say, okay, let's, you know how you can comment on my video. They had a function on YouTube to where you can reply by doing a video. You see what I mean? So if you were a YouTuber, you can definitely hit the reply and advertise your video through that. So I did that with one of her videos, and then she blocked me, and then I tweeted her on Twitter. She said, "Oh, I did it on accident. I'm sorry. I tried to find you. XOXO." And I thought that was full of shit. I didn't believe her, but it's whatever. But we had some exchanges on Twitter. Yeah, I watched her too. But you know who Glozell is, right? And so, um, she used to be friends with Ariana Grande before Ariana Grande got big, you know, before, you know, I say friends because, you know, it's the industry. I don't think they're friends anymore now, but now she's not as big as she used to be. I think she had a baby and her man, she's single now. I think her man left her, SK. SK was her husband slash manager. I don't know what happened. They got a divorce. Like I was like, give me check on Glozell. I used to watch her and everything, you know. But yeah, she blocked me and stuff like that. I was like, what? She blocked my YouTube channel from her channel. Not this one that I had years ago. I had multiple channels, man. But I used to watch her a lot. She wanted to be a talk show host. She used to always go to Jay Leno's show every single day so she can study him. So you can't study somebody to be a talk show host. Like there is, to me, in my opinion, like if you want to be a talk show host, studying somebody, that's, to me, that's not, it's either you got it or you don't type of thing. You see what I mean? But she used to always go to Jay Leno's show and she used to always sit there in the audience and watch a show. Now she has her own little podcast, but she doesn't really get the views that she used to get. See, a lot of these big YouTubers, they stop getting those big views. Like Michael Buckley, What the Buck, he talks about entertainment news. Like he don't get big views anymore. Only certain YouTubers like Philip DeFranco, he still get like a great amount of views. Like, and he's been on YouTube for 10 years. So um Ross Matthews, what did he do? But yeah, Justine, I find her, I thought she was, I still do. I think she's like very beautiful, like attractive. Justine. Um, I think she was a vlogger, right? Didn't she vlog and talk about tech? Justine, yeah. Ross. Oh, yeah. But Ross Matthews had person, but his show didn't last. That Hello Ross didn't last. Yeah, but Ross Matthews used to be an intern for Jay Leno. She used to just go in the audience and study him, like you know. I don't know, but Ross is also a white man. You got to think about that. I mean, I'm sorry, but that factors into it. I mean, I know he's a white gay man, but you're still white. You know, she was a black. She's the stereotypical woman that the media portrays black people as in totality, with how her personality was on YouTube. I'm just being honest, like Glozell. So, um, but yeah, like YouTube is the bomb. I mean, YouTube. Let me not say the B word because I'm Arab. YouTube is good. Is great. It, and anybody can become successful if they're interested. You know, it's, you don't need to have, you don't need to be super talented. They got these young little kids in high school and middle school having these, what did I wear and what do I wear for middle school, my first day of school, what's in my bag today? Like, it's nothing, like, you know, it's nothing, like, you're no different. Like, if you want to do this, you can do it as well. It's not rocket science, you know. You know, you don't need to be, um I'm not gonna lie. I watch some people that comment in my comments. I want to do YouTube. I want to do TV. I stop on their channel. I look at it and I'm like, I'm bored. You know what I mean? Or their lighting is not good. You know, they're not trying to improve, stuff like that. You know, so I'm just like, yeah, it's kind of boring, whatever. No, I ain't trying to get I always thought TikTok was a spying little app or whatever. I don't have that. No. Nope. I recently downloaded the little Snapchat thing because a lot of people were making good money from Snapchat Spotlight by doing stupid videos for 60 seconds. And if you make like 200,000 views, like Snapchat was giving $1 million to people that make a lot of views. I downloaded it like almost a month ago. I only got 1,000 views on one video, but you got to get like 200,000 views on one video to get paid a good amount of money. And literally, people are doing stupid stuff. One guy was on Ryan Seacrest, like, you know, because his videos went viral, and all he was doing is using the Mentos. I don't know what he was doing. He was popping bottles, like exploding bottles with Mentos and acid or something like that. I don't know what other ingredients he was using. And those videos, 19 years old, literally made $10 million in like a week or something, you know, just from the views he was getting on Snapchat by posting a stupid video of acid, Mentos, and some other ingredients that he used, I don't know, to make an explosion. That's it. I'm like, what? Like, you basically won the lottery. You made 10 million in a week just by doing that. And that's it. And if you keep doing more videos, you can be making more than that. I'm like, you know who I'm talking about? I'm like, this is crazy. Like, this is just crazy. Like this dude, 19 years old. I thought that was hilarious. That that he made that video and it just like exploded. But he was on TikTok. I don't remember his name. Is it I don't watch him, so I don't know. I just saw the interview. I don't know his name. His name was very catchy though, but I forgot his name. But anyways, he was on TikTok. He was popular on TikTok. Then he did Snapchat. But yeah, so I think I've been on for too long tonight. Nobody else is commenting but Anna Navarro. Just joking. Oh, Anna Navarro watched my channel too. I know that for 100%. She watched my channel as well. So, but yeah, I don't know why she don't want me to interview her for some reason, but she don't do interviews to YouTubers. Apparently, I don't know, but she knows Jordan JOA. She knows who I am. Now you got Ann. I don't know if you're still on here, but now you got me thinking if I should do that video or not. What? What's like a FaceTime? Oh, just you and I talking? Yeah. And now you got me thinking if I should do that video or not. I'm not sure if I should do it. I don't know about, but yeah, that was in the past. I'm not worried about. I'm not about the exposing of YouTubers. I'm about talking about what's going on on a talk show. But anyways, hasta luego, buenas noches, hasta mañana, or technically hasta today. See you later. Thank you for your support. You'll see me tomorrow. Patreon.com/JOAJOA. And pay me $20 a month. Thank you so much. Bye bye.